candy of all kinds.
We're just going live because I don't know what happened there. It disconnected. But we're going live anyway. I'm gonna just check why I post my I've gone live status. Makeup looks really, really weird in this light, and I'd really, really fucked up that eye. But if you're still there, hi Pern. Long time no see. I don't know if anyone else is lurking as well, but give Pern a follow. I always just say Queen at Pern. They stream JRPGs primarily. A few of them are really, really into, so I do lurk occasionally. Shout out to Pern. If Pern's even not there, just do follow Pern. They stream really cool stuff that probably most people wouldn't be familiar with. Obviously, there's the Final Fantasies, the Dragon Ages, those things that most people are familiar with JRPGs, but there's a lot of other hidden nuggets there. We're gonna stream a bunch of Christmas specials of game shows. Vintage game shows, so not just any old game shows, but game shows from 1950s, 1960s. No later than that. AJ, I might just jump into it because I'm going to be watching stuff. Ooh. I'm going to be publishing that we're going live. And I at least want to give people content while I go live. Not that one. This is what I'm looking for. Yeah, I don't know why everything crashed on me all of a sudden. Oh god. Am I gonna be blowing my eardrums out? Nope. That's alright. Time to beat the clock.
Time for fun has now begun.
Don't beat the clock.
Beat the Clock is brought to you by Sylvania, a quality name in lighting, photo lamps, radio tubes, television, electronics.
We all play beat the clock. What it seems.
And now here is America's #1 clock watcher, Bud Kyer. Thank you very much.
I think we may have watched this on stream before, but I really can't remember.
Thank you. I want to welcome back our holdover contestants from last week. It was Mr. and Mrs. Wilfred Billinghurst
Somebody's
Jr.
shouting out.
Where were you from again?
Union, New Jersey.
Union, New Jersey. None of the car. Let's have a welcome for them.
Jersey.
How are you? Nice to have you back. How you doing? Well, nice to have you back. I'll show you this little gadget here. A little miniature Christmas tree. It's a very fantastic use for some very wonderful items.
Oh,
they happen to be already used Sylvania Blue Dot for Sure Shot flash bulbs. If you have any old flash bulbs lying around by Sylvania, you just pick them up and redecorate them like this. Look at all the little spangles and things you got on them there. That's a use for them for this season or next season or any Christmas season that's coming up. Decorate a Christmas tree with already used flash bulbs and make them Sylvania with a Blue Dot for Sure Shot. Now, Mr. and Mrs. Billinghurst, nice to have you back tonight. Having sort of a holiday-type show tonight, sort of make things jolly for the holiday season, and I hope you'll enter into the spirit of things, too. I'm sure you will. Remember, the bonus is worth $1,200 in cash tonight. If the bell rings when you're up here, or whoever is, get a chance to do the business with the cups and the head and so forth and so on. You were just barely started on the $100 clock, right?
That's right.
Okay, let's move you right along to where we left off and get you over here again and show you what we've done.
Gosh, I've got-
We've changed
I've
the
so
sun
much
just a
shit
very
to
little
say
bit.
I've gone long.
Instead of a hat box that was up there last week, if you
So
remember,
distracted.
we made kind of a little square box to make it look like a
Thousand
chimney, you
shows,
see? That's the
Christmas
difference. This is because it's a Santa Claus idea. See, they're all the little Santa Clauses, and we figured that Santa Claus has no chimneys to go down if people are down on a beach somewhere, lolling in the sun on Christmas Day. So we put a chimney on top of a beach umbrella. What do we care? If you'll slip right under there now, you've seen the top. Sit in that far chair, and you sit right next to it. Will you, with your free hands, if you will, please, sir. You're left-handed, are you not?
That's right.
Okay. Put your right hand on the umbrella pole there and hold it, and your wife will help you hold it. That's it. Hold that steady. Now, in this hand, we're going to give you a shovel, sir. There it is. Now, your wife, one at a time, is going to place these little Santa Clauses on the shovel. I don't care if they're standing up. You can put them lying down if you want to. All you have to do...
We're
toss it
done,
up in the
pal.
air, catch one Santa Claus in the box of the chimney up there. Got the
Actually,
idea?
I don't think we have
You want to
watched
sneak
this.
out and take a
I don't
look at where it
recognize
is
this
again?
one.
You may. Take a look. Okay? As a matter of fact, I think that tilts a little the other way. I think if you'll release the umbrella, we'll turn it around for you because I want to be perfectly fair. I think it seems to lean over that chimney. Those bricks, I guess, are a little loose or something. Okay, there we are. Now I'll take a look at the clock, see how many seconds you have. You have exactly 50 seconds to get just one Santa Claus in the chimney. Are you ready? Go.
This should be easy.
Too high.
No.
Too high, too far.
I mean, I know it's an early prize.
Much too far. Don't toss so far. Can you hear me? You're tossing much too far.
He's
That's
getting
better.
ooh.
No, a little easier than that. No, too far. No, too far.
God, he's not even going to get past the
Too
first
far,
one.
too high. You're throwing all together too hard. You don't have to. Take it easy. Up, that's too far over. Now just toss a nice little one up there. You'll get it. Up, too far. You're going way over the top. No, hold it. Stop the clock. Better pile up some more Santa Claus there for him. Get out here a minute, sir. I want to show you what you're doing. Get out here just a minute. I just want to show you. Every one of these is coming way up like this and going way on over there. So just kind of flip them right in there. You can get them in. All right, crawl back under now. Get a hold of that shovel. Get Santa Claus in there now. Are you ready?
Get Santa Claus in there.
Take it easy. Up, too hard. Too hard. You're going way over the umbrella. Too
Bud's
far.
getting
Much too far.
pissed off.
Take it easy.
You're taking the piss,
that
man.
was almost right. Now, even a little easier than that. Oh, golly, I'm sorry you didn't beat the clock. The clock beat you after all that effort of coming back and
After-
everything.
yeah,
That's such a
and all
shame,
the
but here
effort
we
of
have
Bud
for you
telling
one
you
of our
what the
lovely Sylvania
fuck
radios
you're doing
for you,
wrong.
sir. Take it right along with you and enjoy it in the very best of good health. And I'm real sorry you didn't get Santa Claus down that chimney for us. You're awful good sport. Take that right along with you and see that. Okay, well, now let's see who we got next, Rox.
Bud, I'd like you to meet Alan and Lori and Mr. and Mrs. Leonard Alfred Smith from Brooklyn.
Well, it's very nice to have you all here. Hi there. Hello, young man. How are you? And you? Miss Smith? And Mr. Smith. You weren't by any chance named after the Alfred Smith, were you?
No, sir, not at all.
Because that's in there, you know.
Not
He's a
at
pretty
all.
famous guy. And this is, well, hi there, Buster. How are you anyway, huh?
All right.
Your name is what?
Alan.
What happened to your tooth, Alan?
I lost it.
Where'd you lose it?
I don't know.
You mean you just lost it? All of a sudden one day you smiled at yourself in the mirror and it was gone? Huh?
No.
When'd you lose
He got
it?
punched out.
I lost it about a long time ago.
Have you ordered the new one yet?
No.
You haven't. I see. Oh, and what's your name, son?
Lawrence.
How old are you, Larry?
11.
What are
Larry.
you planning for Christmas? What would you like to have?
Just the fact that
A crystal set.
Crystal set. How about you? What would you like to have? Ooh, here those wheels whir. I don't know whether we dare
Just
lift
the
weights
fact
for
that
one.
he
We have something for you anyway for a
built
holiday
four
season.
more now.
And here we have for you boys. Here is one of these Ansco cameras, Ansco Flex. It'll be backstage for you. We have those wonderful Blue Dot for Sure Shot flash bulbs by Sylvania in there. And we have, of course, one of our fabulous Beat the Clock games. And there they are with all the props and the clock and everything to play Beat the Clock right at home. How's that look to you? Very
I
good?
really, really
You can
want
pick
that.
those up backstage. Roxanne will have them back there for you. Thank you, Roxanne. And we'll find out what's the problem ahead for your mother and dad and maybe for you.
Get an even more
Oh,
electrifying
over.
deal with $5,000 cash back on a Volkswagen ID. Yours now for $54,990. Available until 31st October or while stocks last. T's and C's apply. Visit your local dealer today. Volkswagen.
Oh, what? It's not actually going to jump straight ahead? Slack. Hey, Beetle.
Okay,
Hope you're doing
Mr.
well.
Smith, let's get to work
Good to
here
see you.
now. We put sneakers on you, did
Happy
we?
Friday. Yeah,
You run a
it's
little faster. All right. Now you have to
10
do
minutes
kind of
until
fast in this. Do you want to take
Saturday.
your jacket off? You may if you want to. There's a hook right there. There's a hook right. Oh, here's the one here. That one's kind of on the bench side there. Just hook it right on there. And you come on over here with me. The kids can watch. We figure that the holiday is not complete without a Lionel train set. And there it is. There's our set of Lionel trains with a wonderful Lionel locomotive. And we have a needle. Now I'm going to run it around and show you just a little bit of what we have there.
Sorry, I'm just posting
See, now,
on
in the front
my
of the
blue
locomotive there,
sky.
sticking out, we have a little stick and a needle and a cork. See? Now look at the little Lionel caboose back here. You notice we have another cork on a stick and a needle. Now over here there is a balloon. Now this balloon is fastened to a little cardboard here. Can be slid in and out.
Just
Placed
posting
in
on my blue
position
sky
there
they've got
close
live.
against the tracks. Now the whole thing
So everybody
ties up
can
in a
find
complete
us.
little story in this way. I'm going to
I
start
mean, how are
by
you doing,
showing
Beetle?
running
Hope you're doing
around
well.
You
Always
wait
lovely
holding
to
this
see you.
balloon out here until the train has come all the way past you, and as soon as the caboose passes you, put this down there
I've
against the track.
moved
Then
on
you leave
Jackie
and
Chan
run down
and Chris
here,
Tucker. We've got
and you pick up
Star
one of
Wars
these
behind
cups,
us now.
and you place it up on this little table alongside the one that's already up there. You run back again in time to grab the balloon away from
So
there before the
10:50
train
a.m.
hits
Yeah,
the
it's
brakes. Got the idea?
11:48
All right, I'm going to put the one back down on the floor again.
I know you round
And
up.
show you just exactly what happens if you don't.
But
get
I'm
that out
squeezing
time.
in,
You watch close now, and I'll show you what happens. There you are. You see?
Couple Christmas streams before I go.
Okay, sir. Now the caboose is already passed.
think
Now you
we'll
take a look there. There's the
probably
first
only get
balloon
the
all
two.
set for you, and let's take a look at the clock. You and I.
So
See
we
how
got
many seconds
this.
you have. It's 55 seconds. All right.
And we're going to watch some Christmas specials.
Now, it's all set there for now, but you got to get back there and grab
Beat
it
the
out
Clock,
before you-
of
You first
Price is
run over
Right,
there,
I've got a
put it up on the
Secret,
table, come
all
back
of
and grab
that.
this out. Then you wait, soon as
All
the
our
caboose gets
usual
past, put
gear.
it back, right back again, get another one,
And
put it
then
up there.
tomorrow we'll
All
watch
are up there with the other one, okay?
our
All
Christmas
right,
tradition.
are you
We'll watch
ready?
some Arthur.
Go. Hurry up. Wait till the caboose gets past.
I don't know when. I just know I'll do do 2 streams this week in some point.
Now hurry up fast. Move. Oh, Kelly, stop the clock. Hold everything here. Got to get the Lionel train back on the track. Don't know if we can do it in time, but we're going to try. I was afraid this would happen. My God. Well, let's see if we can get them back in line here now. Here we go.
There we go.
Going
All
around
done.
here.
Finally
Get
posted
the
all my Go
locomotive
Live
put
statuses.
back in there. You all set to go, sir? All right, are they all
You
set back
broke
there?
it.
Cup's already again? Wait till I see if I get this by here now. She's running all right.
All
We
good.
disconnected
Appreciate
or
the
something.
look.
I'm
Appreciate the
off
hang
track,
pin.
I guess. I don't know. This takes
You're
too long
an
for these
absolute
guys to
star.
go on.
I
Forget
get it.
about I guess. Oh, this car is off there. That's the idea. All right, now we try. See what we got. There we go. Get it by there. All right, take the balloon, sir. Put it back.
I know
You
that.
ready? Go.
Spruce Caboose.
Oh, dear. Now, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold everything now. Hold everything. Get it
I
out
can
of there.
only
Okay,
think
now,
of,
leave it right there and go. Go.
The Reverend. I can't remember his last name.
There's one. Now. Okay, go. Come on, boy.
The audience are losing this stuff.
Light it all the way in. All the way in. Hurry up now.
Lovejoy. Gosh, I couldn't remember his name. He came to me in the end.
All right, stop the clock. Oh, one more to go. One more to go. One more to go. Hurry up.
I was just thinking what the new angle looks like. That's all right.
All right, stop it.
You got Last of Us there.
Oh, boy.
Let's carry this angle for a little while.
Too soon there.
In fact, let's
Wow,
move
say.
us over here.
Wow, I didn't see that other cup hiding there. Almost called you off short without the full number of cups. Well,
Looks
you
like
did.
I'm
See,
actually
I told
sitting
you
there
to
watching
run
it.
around a little bit, didn't I, huh? Okay, they got you to the $100 clock, and we move you along right now to the $200 clock, and for that, we need both of you and
Yes,
the boys. Come on over here.
I'm away off
Now,
to
son, suppose you
Scotland.
stand over here
Scotland.
with, Mom,
next
and I tell you what, you take your
Thursday.
jacket off too, huh? Slide it right off.
I
You
guess
take
Wednesday
that,
your
take
time.
yours off, hang it over there with his. That's the idea. And as soon as they get them, boys, you come back over here. I want to show you
So
something. Here's
you
a
will
little
not
Christmas
see
stock,
me
see?
again for a
Now, if
long,
there were
long
gifts in
while.
there, you wouldn't have
Unfortunately,
any trouble
I
going
will
in that stock, getting the gift out,
post.
would you?
I-
Wouldn't mind
I-
doing it either, would you, huh?
I'm very much
Okay.
considering
We have no present in
doing
this
a
stocking, but we
cheeky,
do have a special stocking
just
in which we have
IRL
presents
stream.
already set, and here's the stocking. There it is. It's a long black jersey tube. Now, I'll tell you what, in the middle here, there are
Doing
two
an
gifts.
IRL
Two
stream
gifts.
somewhere,
Now, I want you to
roaming
sign this,
around
and Mama's going to hold it for you. I want you to crawl
Edinburgh,
head first,
Orkney, I
pick
don't
up the
know.
present that's
Roaming
in the
around
middle,
somewhere.
One of the presents, and go right on past your brother who'll be crawling through the other way. He'll pick up the other present, and you come out the opposite end. Got the idea? Take a look at the clock. See how many seconds you have. 45 seconds to do it. Okay, are you ready? Get set, in position. Go ahead, get ready there. Get all
Japan,
set to
maybe?
go. And
I don't know.
go.
We're doing something like IRL and doing something different. I need to get my phone looked at, which is a really, really big thing I want to do this weekend.
Come on. Come on over to one side here.
Because I bought a lapel mic for my phone for that purpose.
Crawl on through there. That's it.
But I need to get it
Come on, you're doing
fixed.
fine. That's the boy. Come on, Alan. Come on, Alan.
I need to get my phone fixed more specifically.
Almost made it. Here we go. Ah! Come on.
Yay!
Oh, we it'd be kind of fun for a
The crowd
holiday
love
show
it.
to let the kids get in on it, too. It's a lot more fun that way to do it as a family. How was that? All right? Boy, we gave you all a workout, didn't we, huh? I tell you, well, we're having a good time. That's fine. All right, it comes to your turn now to try our jackpot clock. Mrs. Smith, and if the men folks of the family don't mind standing down over there, Mrs. Smith's going to step up on
Men
the
folks.
platform. At the far end there, if you will. Turn around, face the audience. Don't look back till I tell you to. You're standing in front of our jackpot board.
You'll be up in the
As
West
usual, we'll place
Midlands.
you staying up there, and we mix the words all up. I want you to move the words around.
I'm
on the board
planning
until
on
they spell out
popping
correctly the same
down
we're at,
to
okay? Don't look
England,
Like you have 20 seconds from the time
but
I
I've got
say go.
zero
Open the
clue
curtain.
where.
Turn around, take a look.
Not all that gold is glitters.
Go.
What?
Well, all right, you got it in a funny order, but you got it right. All that glitters is not gold. That's right. Oh, congratulations to you. Well,
I guess it's Christmas. Just give it to them.
and as much as you boys have done a lot of the work, too, before you show you actually your jackpot award,
yeah, that's-
I want to show you something that we got.
I guess
you
the
boys
big
and for
question
Dad,
mark
too,
at the moment
of
is
course.
like,
Listen carefully now. See what
I have
it
some
is.
spare time from
Yes, for Alan, for Larry, and for Dad, too. Here's the new Fairbanks
around about the
Power Giant
1st
Freight, built by
to the
Lionel.
6th,
It has twin
2nd to the
motors,
6th of
built-in
January.
horn, and magna traction. It is an exact replica
And
of the
no
diesel
fucking
built for
clue.
the Lackawanna Railroad.
No clue what to do
There's
with it.
more fun with Lionel trains.
Now, of course, that's not all. Because you have beaten
So,
our jackpot clock.
watch
so
the
of course that
space,
means
watch
that
the
Mom and Dad
Discord.
and
I don't
you,
know.
I'm sure,
I'd
want to see what you
find
want
out.
for that. Well, you just look over here with me, because here it is, right over here.
And here is the magnificent Newport console with such exclusive features as halo light around the 21-inch Silver Screen 85 picture tube and the Super Photo Power chassis for clear, sharp pictures wherever you are. Congratulations, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. You have just won Sylvania's jackpot prize.
Congratulations to you, too.
Congratulations.
Bye, kids.
You won a brand new car. No, TV.
All right, Roxanne, whom do we have now? Four families,
I really
huh?
want to do something with my
Family night.
hair as well.
But
I
I'd
just
like
keep
you to meet
looking at it,
William and Mr. and Mrs.
really
Robert
need to do something.
Fregosi
One thing I need to do
from
is
Rego
get
Park,
that.
Long Island.
What I do, make you run? Stand right in there, will you? That's your microphone there. And you are, let's see, your name is Bill? We call you Billy, Bill,
That's a good
William, or
old-fashioned
Will, or what?
black eye.
Call you Billy. All right, come on out here and let you. Hey,
I've
you
just
and
been
I like bow
experimenting
ties.
with
I can see
like
that, don't we, huh?
makeup in junior
Tie
lately.
yours?
This is not the better one. I
No.
sort of know
You
that.
get Daddy teach you
I
how to
really
tie
like the one I was
it.
wearing
More fun that
yesterday.
way. What do you want for Christmas, son?
I was sort of going, oh, I've got the red and black shirt on. I'll do red and black.
You like to do things like
Makeup.
that? Do you work from the little kits and everything?
Yes, sir.
What grade
It's
are you in
like-
school?
The red just
What do you wanna
doesn't
be when
really
you grow
show,
up?
and it's
I'm
gone
sorry.
pink.
Has he ever
Even
been
though,
in the
like, when I
army or
first put it
anything?
on, it was like
Sorry,
brown.
Peter. I don't know. I thought they would
I've
take
got
them
to
off
use
with
some
young.
darker
There's
stuff
nothing
to
this
put
year.
on
Well, we have something
instead.
for you, Bill.
Now
Here it is.
that I think about
Beat
it.
the clock game,
I'm like,
as
it doesn't
well as one of these Anscoflex camera
quite
kits.
do the
you
trick.
know?
Very much.
You're very welcome, son. Those beautiful blue dot for sure shot Sylvania flash bulbs.
But I
You take
think
a lot
even
of
if I
good
did the
pictures
red,
of
it just
those.
wouldn't look
And
right.
here is your beat the clock game. If you want, you can keep them here or you can pick them up later. What do you want to do?
I think I'll pick him up.
You'll pick them up later. All right, Rox, do you mind taking it off? Thanks very much. Okay, well, I'm going to find out all about what we have in store for you folks in our holiday show here with families involved.
I might try again later. And we're like doing this. I mean, it's, which one?
Get $150 credit back when you shop smart with a Gem Visa credit card.
Mute the ads. We don't need those. I know you mean Beano. I'm just teasing. Like, what else is my recommendations? Let's embarrass myself. We've got the scandalous BBC Christmas tapes. We've got a Life is Brian debate. I was like, that's clearly Michael Palin. I want to listen to Cover Against a really nice cover game show. 50-minute game show reviews. We watched it on stream the other day. Some Would I Lie to You? Something about animatronic. Old UK ads with the best jingles. What the fuck was that robot? I remember the robot from way back in the day. No, I really
Now,
need to get one.
We have a rather novel
Beetle,
way of
I-
handling things about a Christmas
here's
tree.
the
So
trick,
if you
right?
and Dad will come over here with me, Bob, you want to come over?
'Cause I
too?
really
Why
do
don't you
want a
come over here?
haircut.
Come on, you walk over here with me. Let's bring out our little tree decorating
But I appreciate the compliment, of course.
emporium, if you will.
But because I'm going over
Yeah,
your
we are.
way,
Now, sir, if you don't mind stepping right up
it's,
there.
I'm like,
Madeline has
oh
the
no,
shower
it's gonna be
cap
so
put on you.
cold
That'll
over
keep
there.
your
Like,
long hair
do I
out of your
really want
eyes.
to get rid of
You
any hair?
understand? Okay. Now, I want you to be very careful of this because here is a Christmas tree that I want you to hold by the bottom. And hold it very carefully because these Christmas tree balls are not
Is that
on
like a
there.
bad
They're
idea?
just set in there, you see? I want you to be very careful of those. And your wife is going to try to hold them a little higher, if you will. That's it. She's going to try to remove the Christmas tree balls from there.
With
You
whipped
see?
cream.
And the way you do that is with these sparklets of whipped cream, you see? You stand down here like this, and all you have to do is press this little thing there, aim that little thing right at them, and you just shoot those balls out. When you got all the balls out of the
Shoot
tree,
the
we'll
balls
stop
off,
the clock, and you'll beat
including
the clock.
his.
Got the idea? Take a look at the clock, see how many seconds you have. 45 seconds. Are you ready? Go. There's one more there. Still one in there. Get it out. Up higher, he says. Oh, take the break. Take a break one. Wait a minute. Let me show you where it is. Look. Right there. See it? Okay. Oh, tip it up. Tip the bottle up. That's it.
There you
Stop
go.
the clock. You did it.
I love those ones because the intention is clearly not for any challenge at all. Like, you win those ones by default. It's just
All right.
only done exclusively to
Okay,
embarrass the
Roxanne,
husband.
come on out here and take a picture with you so the family can have a little memento of this great event in their lives. There we are. Okay, fine. Thank you very much.
wonder
Now the girls are
if
getting
Edie
all cleaned
has
up. We're
those
turning back
photos
to you as good
still.
as new. You come on back over here with me. And while you're doing so, you can slip
That'd
out of
be
this if you want
really
to.
interesting
Let me
to
get that button
find.
open
Is
for you.
if,
There,
like,
Mom. Phil,
there's a
help you.
collection of those photos. Ooh, the bonus.
The bonus. You get to try the bonus. How
If anyone
about
has a
that?
collection of those photos from the show, like the dad's
And you better
cup and
take
whipped cream.
earrings off, too. If you're going anywhere afterward, we're going to ruin your coiffure, I'll tell you. Okay. Here we are with a famous helmet. And these, of course, are little paper cups around there. And you got to get all those paper cups up in the tray. You understand? Every one of them without touching them with your hands in any way. Now, if you step right over here. That's the idea.
What is
you
the
take a hold of it, if you will, and
prize
put it on.
of what?
Spread that apart as best you can. I don't want to do it for you because I don't want to hurt you in any way. You tell me when it's comfortably on there, okay? All right, now take a look at the clock, see how many seconds you have for $1,200 in
$1,200.
cash. You can support the helmet with your hands. You can hold it right there if you want to. Are you ready? Go.
I don't think she's gonna do it.
Now look and see what you got. You got 2 out here still. You have 1 out over there only. 3 to go. Oh, you lost
I
some.
think she's lost them all.
Got 4 out here and 1 out the other side still.
Why is she stopping? Like, she's gonna tell you if you got it. No.
Still got 4 out here. You got it the first time. 3 out here, 2 out the other side.
Like, don't wait for him to tell you. Just
Good
go.
luck on the ones that are still out. Try to get them in. Keep the ones in that you got. Let them swing. Let them swing.
Yeah, he ain't got it. The crowd were so bored of that when you could hear them. It's like, no, she ain't gonna do it.
Oh, yeah. It sure was a good try. And incidentally, I was going to tell you before that happened, before that bell rang, that this camera with which we took your husband's picture, we're going to present to you. That's another camera you have, and in that, when you have that film developed, that picture will be there of your husband, a little extra thing. Okay, now you go right on to the $200 clock.
Just
You feel
take the
good,
camera home.
you there?
You do the printing. We can't afford
This
printing
husky
anymore.
son of yours? All right, come over here and I'll show you what you have to do on this one. Now, we have here a little imitation Christmas wreath, you see, just made out of cardboard. Now, son, if I were to hold this on my finger like this, and I would have told you couldn't
I guess
use
they're
your
getting the
hands
kids
in any way,
involved in
could
this
you
one.
remove this
That's
from
what
my
the
finger
Christmas
with your
part is.
head so that it winds up anywhere on your head like that or like this or any way at all, as long as it's on your head. Now, you just try to walk into that and just, that's the idea. Now, try it again. And suppose you sort of caught it on your face. You'd have to tip your head way back, wouldn't you? That's the boy. Okay, you got the idea. The only trouble is you're going to do it from up there. All right, now if you
So the
step up
dad's
here
gonna
in
lift
this
him
chair,
up?
son, I'm going to help you get up on your dad's shoulders.
Yeah.
Up, right up on his shoulders. Put your legs right up on his
We
shoulders.
definitely haven't watched this
All the way.
before.
Up. Get your
Oh,
legs right up
poor
there.
dad.
That's the boy. Okay, now let's take a look. What's the matter? You don't like high places? You haven't been up there in a long time, I'll bet, have you? How do you feel down here? Right. I bet he does. Okay, let's take a look at the clock, see how many seconds you have.
That's great.
55 to get 1 wreath. Can you use your what? No, you can't. All right. Go ahead. Are you ready? Go.
It's a good question.
Easy. Oh, he hasn't got it. Come back a little bit. Can you look up and see what you're doing there?
Oh, you gotta boost him. Fuck, that must suck. The kid's not gonna do it right. His dad's gonna be so pissed.
From there. Are you ready?
Really, son?
Go.
This is nice.
Keep your head tipped way back now. Tip your head way back. That's the boy.
Ooh. They give it. Fair enough. The main thing that's happening with the hef is that all my dye is washing out, so it's becoming its natural color. This is it.
But it got you through the $200
natural.
move you right along, of course, to the next one just as soon as
It's probably
we
one of the
possibly
very
can.
few
You got
times
one clock
on
after another,
stream
but the next one, I guess, will be your jackpot clock.
that my
one.
hair's
That's what
been
it's
its
gonna be for you.
actual real
Well, all
color.
right, we'll move you into that just as fast as we possibly can.
Though there's a lot of grey in it, but you can't really see that, thankfully. Yeah, this is literally sans any dye.
All right, with the Fregosi
one more
together,
video to
Eagle
go.
Park, Long Island. Mrs. Fregosi, it's your turn to try for the family now to win that jackpot clock if you can. Turn around and face the audience. Don't look back till I tell you to. We put another saying up on our jackpot board, and again, you've got to get it straightened out in 20 seconds, okay? Don't look till I tell you to, please. Open the curtain. Turn around, take a look. Go.
Thanks, hats off entertainment. You've been returning to your love of silent Black Montgomerys, which had full of Roscoe, Fatty Arbuckle short films, Lauren Hardy, Charlie Chaplin. He was involved in a few scandals, Chaplin. Have you watched the Robert Downey Jr. Chaplin film? It's very, very good. If you haven't watched it, I recommend it. It's a long film. It's really good. The Roscoe one is the other scandal, I guess you mean as well, which was really messed up.
Bicycle. With all the features boys and girls
If you
love.
look at
Ross
that
bikes
scandal,
are
that's
ruggedly
really,
constructed
really
for
a
youth
sad
time of
story.
safe,
That.
enjoyable cycling. Ross, your happiest bicycle buy.
But yeah, as I said, Charlie Chaplin was involved in a few scandals. I don't think Lauren Hardy were. But Charlie Chaplin and both Roscoe's one was, of course, far more scandalous. It was all
And here
hoax.
is another magnificent
Hoax,
Newport
it was all
console
lies. It
with
was
such
true.
exclusive features as halo light around the 21-inch silver screen 85 picture
So
cube,
very, very
and
sad,
the
'cause he was
super
just, like,
photo power chassis
completely,
for clear, sharp pictures wherever you are.
blackballed by Hollywood. So was Chaplin, I guess, to be fair. Both of them were blackballed by Hollywood. Oh yeah, no, what got you into it was the Downey Jr. film. It's such a good film. Hugely underrated. If anybody else is lurking in the background and hasn't seen it, I recommend it.
Looky
It's
who we got
really,
here.
really well
My
done.
goodness gracious. Well,
As I say, it's quite a long film. I think it is 3 hours
and Ronnie
long.
and Mr. and Mrs. Sam Stoller from Franklin Square, Long
Well,
Island.
hi, Stoller.
But yeah,
How are
very,
you?
very
Very
good.
nice to have you here. How are you? You're what? 5. You are? No kidding.
Gosh, that
when were you
kid.
5 years old? Hmm?
I don't know.
You don't know when you were 5? What are you going to be when you grow up?
A nursery.
A nursery? You're going to
You'll
be
be
a
a
whole
nursery.
all by yourself. Now, you know that's not easy. It's one thing to be a nurse, but to be a whole nursery, that's another thing. That's an awful pretty dress you got on. Would you turn around and let the people see the back of it, too? Why, that's just lovely. I think maybe you're going to be a model when you grow up. Let's talk to your sister. Is that your sister, are you? How old are you?
Wow, time's up.
What are you
That's
going to be when you grow up?
I didn't make my mom yet.
What do you want?
He
for Christmas?
gets it.
I don't know.
You don't know. Well, I'll tell you what. We're going to have to ask you to come back next week if you don't mind, because that's our buzzer showing that all our time is used up. Do you mind coming back next week? You'll be our first contestants at that time, and a lot of good luck to you then, okay? All right, we'll see you then, and God
The
bless you.
joys of
Happy
live
holiday to
TV
you.
back in the
Well,
day,
that's all the
right?
time we have for tonight. And right now, this is Bud Collier speaking for Sylvania, and I want to call out my good pals and sidekicks here. First, Roxanne, Madeline, Betty, come on and join the crew here, if you will, please.
Oh, that feels
I
a
wanna
bit
wish you the
inappropriate, the
happiest holiday
hand.
ever.
Oh, just wanting to see anything during the credits. Yeah, no, it was a bit of a shameful thing. Yeah, I was watching Hats Off Entertainment before I hopped on the stream, in fact, because he did a new one on Ernest. I was really, really into Ernest back in the day as a kid.
Buy a summer bucket.
I really remember being really into Ernest Poirot. I remember staying, for whatever reason, okay, this is one of the weird ones. For whatever reason, the Ernest movies were always on late at night. They weren't on at like, because they're kids' films, but they weren't on at like kids' hours. They went on at like 6 p.m., whatever, 5 p.m., 4 p.m. Yeah, Ernest Saves Christmas. They went on like logical hours. They were on like 11 o'clock at night. And I had a TV in my room as a kid. It was probably a bad idea, but I had a TV in my room. Sorry, I'm just queuing up the episode. But yeah, I used to stay up night, like really, really late at night and watch Ernest movies because they were quite often on. So I remember watching Ernest Goes to Camp. I remember watching Ernest Saves Christmas. I remember watching Ernest Scared Straight. I remember Scared Straight, which is such a weird name now. Ernest Goes to Jail. I remember being like, because I was raised by my grandparents. And I remember my grandma being really, really upset about Ernest Goes to Jail. Because I don't know if you've seen that, but there's at the end of the movie he gets put on an electric chair. And for whatever reason, electric chair gives him like superpowers. And he goes around like electrocuting people. I was thinking that was the coolest thing ever. My grandma was like, can't make fun of electric chair, it's very terrible.
People need to compete for the prizes of a lifetime on
Can't make fun of that.
The Price is Right, presented by
But yeah, no, I was a really, really big fan of
for family wash.
the Ernest movies.
Because it's a liquid, Whisk gets all your clothes beautifully clean and white. Whisk,
I don't think this
the
one
liquid way to
is
your cleanest wash.
Christmas special,
Now your host on The Price is Right, and here he is.
but this is, it looks like it's Christmas tree. It is. It's Christmas special enough. It is December 23rd? 23rd, yeah. So,
Thank you many
Christmassy.
times, and welcome to The Price is Right. We are very happy to have you along. We'll be giving you our last look at the showcase tonight, so hang on for that. Let's go over here, take a look at our bargain hunters. Here's our champion. He just won it last week. Mr. George Carr.
I don't know if
salesman
we've
from
watched
Canastota,
this
New York.
one.
Thus far,
I-
$10,847 worth of merchandise. I don't think I asked you what you sold. What do you sell, George?
Construction equipment, Bill. Bulldozers,
I'd love
moving
it.
equipment,
I
things like that.
All right.
Don't
if I
know where
need
I
one, you're
put
the
it.
man I'm going to call. Mrs. Emma Carter, a housewife from San Antonio, Texas. Are you
I'm going to take a
Texas?
very, very quick look. I'll be back in 2 seconds because I'm just going to take a
Even in
very
Texas,
quick
I get
spy.
paid about my southern accent.
You can't go much further south than that. Mr.
Sorry, I'm
Bert
just looking
Pratt,
at
a
this for 2
teacher from
seconds.
Caribou, Maine. What do you teach, Bert?
Bill, I'm a former history teacher, now the assistant principal at the high school.
In Caribou.
Yes.
Happy to have you. And finally, Mrs. Mary
I
Ann
don't think that's
Spencer,
gonna be
a social
anything
director
proper.
from Sumter, South Carolina. Who do you work for?
Well, I work for the
I just want to see
restoration
if I got something that
department
you
down
might be
in
into.
Sumter.
So I'm going to be back in 2
teenage
seconds.
work, the dances and various things like that.
And we have watched this one. I recognize it.
Now then, before we start our game, I'd like to give each of you a wonderful gift from Lever Brothers, a full year's supply of Dove. You have it there, Tony? You have. Now then, what do you say we get together and play The Price is Right? I think you know how it works. You bid for the merchandise we present. Go as high as you like. Stop wherever you like. Goes to the person who bids the highest without going over the retail price. Big winner, end of the show, comes back next week, takes on 3 new challenges. Understood? Now then, watch our turntable. Here is our first item going up for bids on tonight's Price is Right. Don?
A jukebox. It's the AMI Model K Stereo Jukebox, designed with our automatic push-button selectors. It features high-fidelity sound and monaural or exclusive 3-channel stereo, has a simplified classification system, and a versatile odd-even sequence for single records, EPs, or show tune albums in proper order. It's complete with 2 AMI speakers and is all yours if the price is right. Price Authority, AMI, Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Thank you, Don. Winner gets 2 nickels to work it. No, actually, this doesn't have it. If you want to set it, you can work it that way and make money
No,
on your friends.
unfortunately,
Now, we're
it's
gonna
not
start,
next door.
with Mr. Carr. Once we begin, we'll have a minimum bid. I'll tell you about that in a minute. But, Mr. Carr, you go ahead and start anywhere you want.
It must be in
Bill, if I can get this, I'll never sleep
the
again.
other room.
I still want it.
I don't blame you.
I guess, unless I completely lost it.
Now, the minimums are going to be $25. You may bid
And
higher
if I
you
go in
like.
another room, I'm
How
never gonna
about you,
fucking
Mr.
find it
Carter?
this time, I'm not.
300 is already bid.
350.
Okay, Mr. Pratt.
But I've got
400, Bill.
You know, arranging dances. You are
Lauren Hardy DVD collection that's in a box that's shaped like a film canister.
I think I'll say 600. $600.
6 it is, and we're back to
I just wanted to
Mr.
quickly
Carr,
see if I
who's
could
at
find it and be like,
$800.
hey,
7.
look,
He says 7.
Lauren Hardy.
Carter, your 350 top is $700.
But you must be in the other room.
$750, Mr. Pratt. You are $400. Top is $750.
I'm hoping so, at least. Otherwise, I completely lost it.
$850.
I got confused
Spencer,
between
yours
two, so I found another. There's another film, Canister Ship 1, but it's Assad's favorite game.
$950. Buzzer means final bids. Now, Mr. Carr, you're 7. Top is $950, and this is your final bid.
No, it's not actually his favorite game. It's a game he's told me to play multiple times.
Which
is Wing Commander 4.
You're $750. This is your final
I've
bid.
got it in like a film canister.
Mr. Pratt, you're $850. Top is $1575. It's your final bid.
I'll freeze.
Miss Spencer, you're $950. This is the last bid of the game. Top's $1575.
Well, I just hope it's in between 9 and
Yeah,
15
mine's-
and 3.
Oh, you'll freeze, so it's all done.
It's
All right,
sealed, so I haven't opened it yet either.
$1,575,
It's like a
$750,
box,
$850,
and inside the box is a
jukebox here,
metal
and in
film
envelope is
canister with like
retail
4 or 5 DVDs.
which is $1,284.
Spencer got the guy next to him just nearly shat himself. He looked terrified, the poor lad.
$1,284.
Just jumps.
That was a real good job. Pass that along.
Yeah, no, it's really cool. I just wanted to see if I could find it, but I'm afraid it must be in
that jukebox, as you know,
what has
will make
become a
nice
storage
Christmas gift
room.
for the family. But we have a very special gift for any little boy you might have in the house.
I got a boy 3 years old.
You have? We
This
have
girl's
one
gonna
little
annoy
girl,
me.
3 years old. Right. Do you know actually what every little boy wants for Christmas? You ought to know, being a
Oh,
mom.
I sure do.
What?
What?
Anything cowboy.
Anything cowboy. Well, that sort of
Wrong.
blows our plan into a cocked hat, doesn't it?
A lot of other things, too.
What else? I better name it because you might. No, I know what I wanted when I was a little boy. Of course, that was a long
car.
time ago. When I was a little boy, I wanted more than anything else in this world my own little fire engine. So, for your little boy, we have this bonus. Take a look over there to your left. Here is an authentic real fire engine.
Here you go, an actual operating fire engine.
Now, I hope your little boy is watching. Hope your little husband is watching because you now own that fire engine.
What the fuck?
My husband wishes the models would go with it.
You're going to look, yes, I do too. You're going to look real silly driving this.
Didn't
through
she
New York.
just
Now,
say what I
this
think she
authentic
says?
Fire engine is watching. Hope your little husband is watching because you now own that fire engine.
Well, I'm sure he would. My husband wishes the models would go with it.
You're going to look, yes, I do too. You're going to look real silly.
She
driving
said,
this through New
I'm
York. Now,
pretty
this
sure
is
she
an
said
authentic fire
she
engine.
wants
It's
the
a
models
pumper
that go
model,
with it.
Complete with a 300-gallon water tank.
Do you
hose,
come with a
ladders,
fire engine?
and siren.
Oh, you.
And in case your little boy doesn't go for that model or anything else, you can pick out anything else at your local department store with this check. Hand that on over with that check for $1,000. Take a look. Is that right? Is that the right amount? $1,000? Hold it up there.
Yes, it's 2 of them, though.
I'm glad you mentioned it. You haven't said anything right so far tonight, but you did there. There are 2 of them. Now, I'll tell you what.
Well, she got the price
One is
right.
for one is yours. The other check for $1,000 is so you can play Santa Claus and buy $1,000 worth of toys and gifts for any
Very
orphanage
nice.
in your hometown. Both checks are yours. The fire engine is yours. Congratulations. There you go. Merry Christmas. Merchandise on the Price is Right is delivered
That's
by
one
Allied
of those
Van
weird
Lines,
sort of
dealers
interesting
all over
facts,
the
but
world
yeah, I'm trying to
include your
picture their
possessions
hats.
with expert care. Now, we'll have another terrific prize.
So I
in a moment.
really, really
But
want a
first,
derby
what are you
hat.
having for breakfast tomorrow? Well, here's an idea that'll melt in your mouth.
My problem is my head's very, very big.
The
But I really, really want a derby
Yes,
hat because
Imperial is unconditionally
mostly because I'm into like
guaranteed to taste like the 70-cent
what she just
bread,
said, cowboy
yet
stuff. I'm
costs
like
so
really
much
into
less.
the cowboy
Here's
era,
why only
Wild West era,
Imperial can make that guarantee.
and most
First,
cowboys
Imperial
didn't
is made
wear
to have the same
the big brim
delicate
hats
flavor as the
that we sort of
70-cent
famously know
spread.
today.
But that alone
They
isn't
wore
enough.
derbies.
Imperial is also made to
There we go.
melt
We
the
can
70-cent
start our
spread
own duo there.
where the full flavor and aroma of any spread.
But it's because
can
of
be
that. Like
released only
I
if it
really,
melts
really want a
properly.
derby.
You can prove this yourself. Imperial here, the 70-cent spread here. See? They
And if you look at photos of
they taste the same.
the famous cowboys in the Wild
Because
West,
the way
Wild Bill
Imperial
had
melts releases
one of the big
that wonderful
wide brim
taste
ones.
you love. Only
But like
Imperial
Billy the
is
Kid had a
unconditionally
derby hat.
guaranteed to taste like the 70-cent spread, yet
Most of
cost so much less.
the
Naturally, just
cowboys
like the
themselves,
70-cent spread,
as
you'll
in the
keep
gang that
Imperial refrigerated.
Okay, here we are again.
battled
Now
with
then,
Wyatt
if
Earp.
everybody is all
They all
ready,
wore
and I hope
derbies.
You had some resting time. Take a look at the
So
draperies
more
way
often than
over
not,
there
they
to
were
your left,
derbies.
And here's our next item going up for bids on The Price is Right. Bring it out. Silver.
Silver! I've got the feeling every single prize is going to have a
flatware from the collection of
bonus.
Michael C. Fina. There are 91 pieces of silver plate hollowware in traditional English design.
Silver!
Including a Lazy Susan, wine coolers and pitcher.
It's a
water and
really
wine
small
goblets
Lazy
and an
Susan,
ice
isn't
bucket,
it?
Assorted bowls, a 7-piece tea set, chafing and serving dishes, assorted platters and trays, a 14
Like, that doesn't feel big enough because
you
you sort of meant to have a Lazy Susan big enough
a complete
for your
service
table.
for 12 of 9-piece place settings in the elegant
And that looked like it could only hold
design, plus a variety
some
of
grapes
serving
or
pieces.
something.
114
Looked really, really
pieces
small.
complete with tarnish-resistant mahogany chest. A total of 205 pieces, all yours for the best bid. Price authority, Michael C. Fina, Fifth Avenue.
Not that
New
I expect
York.
it to be big enough for that table, but like, you know, it's meant to be big enough.
Anywhere you want. I'll talk about minimums once you open.
Lazy Susan,
$200.
Minimums $50.
if you don't know, and for anybody else in the chat that doesn't know, I've seen it most often at Chinese restaurants. It's the thing where you put like
700.
multiple plates around it, and you can spin it around so each person can reach a plate without needing to reach over the table.
900 to Miss Spencer at 6.
$1,100.
$1,100 is the number. Mr. Carr, you're 7. Top is 1,100.
But you kind of would want big enough to hold multiple plates, and that looked like it could only hold hors d'oeuvres.
$1,500. Here come final bids. Mr. Pratt, you're 9. Top's 15. This is your last bid.
$1,600, Bill.
Final bid of 16. Miss Spencer, you're 11. Your last bid.
I don't know. We've seen silver multiple times on this. Hors d'oeuvres, high ho silver.
Say $3,200.
Ooh, that was a long shot. You got it. Mr. Carr,
She's
you're
not
13.
going to win
Top
that.
32 on the long shot.
Surely
This is
not.
your last bid.
I'll freeze.
Miss Carter, you're 15. Top's 32. This is the final bid of the game.
Because I really don't know.
$1,300. $1,500.
She jumped really, really high and
$3,200.
blocked
And in
anybody
front
else
of you is
out.
Your hollowware and your flatware. And in front of me is a retail price in the envelope. You just think it over, all of you, while I
I mean, imagine if it does end up being
Have we got
32.
one? Yes, we have. Retail price is $2,037.76.
Pratt's won it.
From Caribou. It belongs to you. Give that to Mr. Pratt over there. If you will, it's yours, sir. Our bids are instantaneously recorded on our tote machines, made by the American Totalizator Company, a subsidiary of Universal Control.
Oh, no bonus. I actually
Now, you
really
folks at
expected,
home get set
because
here
it's
it
Christmas
comes.
special,
Your last
everybody
chance
have a bonus.
To estimate the value of the current showcase. Take a real good look at the 7 items that go to make up the showcase, because everything you're about to see can be yours if you make the right bid. You ready? All right, then, this is what you're bidding for.
A Christmas showcase. First, a fabulous gift for the whole family. A new convertible. The elegant 1960 Lark V8 Regal convertible.
That's an
by
ugly
Hewlett
car.
Packard Corporation.
Is that just me, or do you
Compact
think that's ugly as
design with
well?
Room for 5. Fashion style with durable vinyl upholstery and equipped with these optionals.
I do like a lot of the old cars, especially the stuff they've had on the show. That is ugly.
Radio with cowl, reel antenna, and white sidewall tires. Dad will relax in this Barker Lounger, the Nantucket model in early American
This is
style
really
with
weird.
patented floating action and upholstered in nylon tapestry fabric by the Barkalow
I
manufacturing
know.
company. For Mom, the Morse Duomatic sewing machine featuring automatic zigzag sewing and designed.
I'd actually be interested in like learning the history of this.
Lined oak finish by the Morse
There's this
Sewing
really
Machine
weird
and
like
Supply
era where
Corporation.
the prizes were
For
just
Christmas greetings,
insane.
a Handygram, the 2-pound box of hand-dipped home-style chocolates sent by a telegram which becomes the cover of the box. The photographer of the family will enjoy this Polaroid land
The-
camera
the-
kit, complete
so
with
when
easy
it first
pictures
first started,
and
it was
the model
basically
number
what we know it
sticker,
today as
including the new wink light and two
minor
rows of
prizes
Polaroid new
and then
3000
a
speed
car.
film for taking snapshots
or something like
indoors
a bit
without flash
outlandish.
bulbs. For the junior miss, a lovely heavy link bracelet of 14 karat gold with
Yeah, I saw
rock-shaped
pause for the
amethyst
camera.
charm weighing 26.5 carats.
And
accented by a
then
crown of a lot
crazy,
of
crazy,
diamonds
crazy
totaling
prizes,
half a carat.
and then it sort of went
And
back
Christmas
down.
glamour for mom, a mink coat.
Okay, there we go.
Fabulous full-length
Um,
design of Ember Autumn Haze mink with a
So there's
deep
this
shawl
very,
collar
very
and
fine
the
line of
light
like
up
the
swirl
really
sleeve.
mental prizes that I
All of the
love,
beautiful gifts in the Christmas
and prizes that are
showcase
just
will
kind of
be
like,
yours. It's the
okay.
Please remember to estimate the Lark convertible at its FOB delivered
Something
price,
happened
South
there.
Bend, Indiana. And when estimating the price of the Candygram, do not include the price of a telegram. All other prices are FOB. City of
Prizes that were
manufacturer
really
or
weird though.
port of entry.
The mink
Now then,
coat,
thank you. You all
as we've
set?
seen in the shows,
Let me see
goes
where
for a
we're going this time.
lot.
Everybody take a look over there again to your left.
The
Wait
cameras are
and see
very,
your
very
son and
cool.
going up for biz. Oops, there.
A new station wagon.
So again, these prizes are. I think we've gone to the down era.
1960 Lark 6
When things sort of
Eagle
mellowed out
model
again.
Maker, designed with 4 wide doors and white sidewall tires. Under the hood, there's the new improved super economical 6-engine, and the station wagon is equipped with
The
undercoating,
station wagon's not
automatic
that
transmission,
outrageous.
climatizer, and
It's a nice
defroster,
prize.
Plus manual radio and
Like, if you went on a
antenna
show,
and ample cargo space. This sleek new
and all you had to do was
1960
guess the
Lark
price,
station
and you
wagon
came
will be
home
your
with the station
family's
wagon, you'd be
new
happy.
car if you make the most accurate bid. Price Authority,
But it's not like
South Bend, Indiana.
All right, now you're bidding for the Lark station wagon at its FOB delivered
I've,
price, South Bend, Indiana. Now, once we start, we're going to have minimum bids, but we'll give you
I
a
need to
chance
like
start. Mr.
carry
Clark
on
from
with this
Caribou,
person. Sorry, I
we
got
will start
distracted
the bidding
again.
with you.
But like, I need to
Would
fill
be
up this
very
wall.
nice with snow tires, Bill.
It sure would.
I'll start off 500.
500. You need them up there in Caribou, too, don't you? Miss Spencer, the minimum bids are $100. You may bid higher if you'd like.
Well, I'll say 6.
Okay. Mr. Carr?
900.
9, says Mr. Carr. Miss Carter?
1,000.
Mr. Pratt, you're at 5. Top bid is $1,000.
1,300, Bill.
13 is the high number. Miss Spencer, you're at your lucky 600.
Oh, yeah, I better hope 15's lucky.
Yeah.
That's what I'll say.
You're going to say 15 and hope 32 didn't do so good for you. Try 15. Mr. Carr, you're 9. Top's 1,500.
18. Go.
18 it is. Miss Carter, you're an even 1,000.
22.
Okay, 2,200.
The
Beginning
final
with
bids.
Mr. Pratt, you'll all get one last crack if you want it. Mr. Pratt, you're 13. Top is 22. Your last bid.
Yeah, I don't know.
3, Bill.
Miss Spencer, you're 15. 23 is top. This is your last bid.
I'm 1,500, and the high bid is 2,400,
23.
2,300.
You gotta bet. Come on.
Second.
I'll say 2,400.
All right. And Mr. Carr, you're 18. Top's 24. This is your last bid.
2,700.
Miss Carter, you're 22. Top is 27, and this bid ends.
Yeah. I don't know.
Help us come.
I guess I'll freeze.
Okay, it's done.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
The bids from left to right are $2,700, $2,200, $2,300, $2,400. Over there is your station wagon, and in my envelope is the actual retail price, which we'll now
I'm gonna
get to
have the goggles on.
while you all do some hoping. Actual retail price is $2,972.
She celebrated way too early there. See, if she didn't
Also the highest without going over.
doodle around, I think she would have got it.
You have a bonus. Now, champion, I don't imagine I have to tell you that that station wagon is designed for traveling, and that's just what you're going to do. Right here, I hope you can see them, are 7 suitcases, each with the name of the city on it, scrambled. The letters
Brooklyn,
are
London,
scrambled. So for your bonus, we want you
Rome,
to choose any 3 of those
Philadelphia.
cities, as they are spelled there, and we'll arrange for a trip with you
Paris.
and your wife. to
Okay, this
all
is a good
3 of them.
one.
From the time I say go, you have 5 seconds to name me 3 of those cities. Ready, go.
I've got Paris,
Yeah.
Paris.
Philadelphia.
Now name them as they are printed, because I don't know which
Oh,
one.
I'm sorry.
Yes, I don't know.
I'll take the
You'll take-
Corley Nab.
Give them Corley Nab there. Put that. Hold that. Now what else? You got Corley Nab.
Syrup.
Henbook. Henbook. What else?
Dolman.
You said syrup.
And the Donald up there. Okay, that's it.
It's all over. Now, first thing let's do, let's show him Corley.
Why are you going Brooklyn?
See where he's going to go. Bring that down. Well, you're going to Brooklyn.
You said Sarah. You figured out Paris before, and you completely skipped it.
Hoboken. The next one is Donlan.
You're going to London.
Where's that? Oh, you finally got
Fucking
one. You are going.
doofus.
You are going. You're doing better when you said Paris. You're going to go to Brooklyn and to Hoboken, but more importantly, you're going to go to London. You'll fly by way of Lufthansa German Airlines economy class.
Oh, that's so annoying. I'm so annoyed watching it.
To London. Congratulations to you. And a very
And
best
I know exactly what you're talking about.
We'll have an exciting climax to our shopping spree in a moment. But now here's the word of
I started
advice on
rewatching
the subject
Simpsons
of
again,
softer,
actually. Now you mention it.
smoother-looking skin. You watch.
Let's actually go back.
Can be as
Where is that? Oh, you know, up there. Suitcases.
So yeah, Philadelphia. That's Hoboken. Rome. You go Rome, Paris, London, I guess. I don't know what this one is.
Each with the name of the city on it.
But
Scrambled.
Gene,
The letters, as you
which
can see, are
is
scrambled.
smutty.
So for your bonus, we want you to choose any three.
Where is that? Never. I have no idea. Where is that? I'm guessing it's somewhere bad again. And did they actually end up putting up anywhere? Or the Hoboken? / Brooklyn? I'm literally like looking up an Enneagram solver, see if I can find out what. Geneva. Ah. So, yeah. You've got Geneva, London, Paris, Rome. 4 good ones. And 2 bad ones. He managed to pick the 2 bad ones. How the hell?
scientific mildness rating of pH.
It's so annoying.
Perfect mildness. Dove is completely free of alkali. Dove can't irritate your skin as all soaps can. And look, Dove is sculptured to fit your hand. Dove makes the everyday act of washing good for your skin. Dove creams your skin while you wash.
You know, I asked Mr. Carr, I said, you had Paris on that suitcase sort of locked. You knew it was Paris. Why did you change to something else? And he says, well, that's easy. I won a trip to Paris last week, and I didn't want to make it 2 in a row. That's good thinking, Mr. Carr. Now then.
Fair enough.
Everybody take a look over there to your immediate left, and wait till you see this one. Tell us
Why
about it,
not
Donald.
pick...
Okay, Bill.
Surely you'll be able to figure out
Steel
Rome.
and Sable. Yes, a wardrobe of 3 exquisite furs.
This will
from
be
the
quite
design studio
expensive.
of famed
I
Schiaparelli.
should imagine.
The brilliant off-white beaver fingertip-length walking coat is designed in double-breasted styling with a collar trimmed in luxurious tourmaline mink.
Does she come with the coat?
The lavish Russian sable cape in wrap styling has a dramatic off-the-shoulder stand-away collar. And to complete the trio, a beautiful full-length coat fashioned of Matara Alaskan seal. In an exotic
fuck
wrap
me.
coat design with butterfly sleeves and climaxed by a large collar trimmed with lush Empress chinchilla.
You-
Off-white beaver, Russian sable, and Matara Alaskan seal. All
Sorry,
yours
it's just so
if
weird
the
to be
price
like,
is right.
oh yeah, we
Price
make this out of
Authority,
seal.
Schiaparelli Furs, New York.
Okay, now we're going to ask, you're bidding for all 3 as you see them there. We're going to ask for an opening bid of at least $2,000. You may open higher.
Yeah,
if you
this
want.
is
We
going
start
to
with
be,
number
this is
4,
going to be
that's
high. If your
Spencer
opening
there.
starts at
I'll
2,000,
start off with $500.
Now we're going to ask for an opening bid of at least $2,000, but you may open higher if you want.
Oh, I was too busy looking.
That's all right, I don't blame you. I was sort of gazing myself.
Run
Well, I'll
seal?
open it with $2,000.
Okay, now the minimums will be 100 more if you'd like.
The
Mr.
singer
Carter.
seal?
2,300. Bidding for all 3. Miss Carter.
2,500.
Mr. Pratt for the
3,000, Bill.
3,000 even. We're back to you, Mrs. Spencer. You're at 2,000.
3,500.
You got a 35 up there, Mr. Carr. You got
I-
23.
See, I
3,700.
guessed
Mr. Carter,
really
you're
high
25.
last time and pissed off
Even
Hippie.
4,000. Mr. Pratt, you're 3,000.
4,500, Bill.
So the range now is from 3,500 to 4,500. So we go to Miss Spencer, who's low.
I'll say 4,800.
4,800.
I just noticed the models are still
Miss
spinning.
Carr, you're now low. You have free. You're free. That leaves 3 in the game. Mrs. Carter, there are only 3 of you left. You're 4,000. Top is 4,100.
You're higher.
5,000.
Yeah.
Mr. Pratt, now you're the low man. You're 4,500.
5,500.
5,500, Miss Spencer. You're 48.
I'll say 5,600.
You may.
I have no idea.
The 3 remaining get one more.
Is
if
that-
they
I
want it. Miss Carter,
Right,
your first
guess
crack,
last
your
time.
last crack, really. You're 5,000. Top 5,600. Final bid, please.
What's next to me? I'm 5,000.
5,000, then 55, and 56.
Yes. I'll say $9,000.
Ooh, that puts it up there. Now, Mr. Pratt, your problem. You are 5,500. Top is 9,000, and this is your final bid.
I'll say 10,000.
Miss Spencer, you're 5,600. Top is $10,000.
Freeze.
I'm crazy.
You're freezing. Okay,
Yeah.
done.
I think 10,000 is way too high.
The bids are from left to right: $3,700, $9,000 even, and $10,000 and $5,600. Over there are your 3 coats from Scaparelli. We've got a beaver, a Russian sable, and a Matara Alaskan seal. There you are. You take a good look at them. Somebody's going to be wearing them.
Me?
I gotta look in the envelope now. Till I see. Actual retail price for the 3 pieces of fur that you see up there, $5,850.
She got it. Pretty dead on. Bravo. She just quickly runs and grabs them all.
Put them all on. It's going to get a lot colder. It's perfect night for it.
Sure, it is December there, so it'll be cold.
As soon as the tabulation is done. But you know,
She won,
it's very seldom
clearly.
a sponsor asks to be allowed to apologize to our audience. Now, we feel that we really do owe you an apology, and I'm going to ask Bob Warren to make it.
Spidell.
We introduced Spidell's new Twistoflex as the greatest innovation ever in watch band manufacture. Thousands upon thousands of people went to their jewelers and bought so many Twistoflex watch bands that almost overnight the supply was exhausted. Jewelers coast to coast asked Spidell to speed up production in order to meet the terrific demand. Unfortunately, this couldn't be done without sacrificing quality, something Spidell just would not do.
Okay.
So we must apologize. Spidell assures you that shortly after Christmas, very early in the new year, Twistoflex watch bands will again be available at your jewelry store. And when you get your Twistoflex, you'll experience a new pride and unbelievable comfort in this revolutionary new band. You, too, will be showing your friends how you can twist it, you can turn it, you can literally tie Spidell's Twistoflex in knots.
Bravo
All
again,
of us
Beetle.
at Spidell thank you for your confidence and your support, and wish you one and all a very Merry Christmas and a healthy, happy, and prosperous New Year.
I was curious because I was wondering, it's like, oh shit, is this Spider? Is this like where they went
All
bust?
for you, Bill, and our champion from last week, Mr. Carr, has won the car and the trips that he picked out for a total of $4,049. Mrs. Carter, we're sorry you didn't win anything, but we have for you electric appliances.
He could have theoretically won like
including a roaster
really,
oven,
really high.
toaster,
That's
coffee
kind of cool.
maker, grill and waffler, and the fry pan. Congratulations to you. And Mr. Pratt has won the silver collection for a total of
Thank you, thank you.
$2,037. And Mrs. Spencer has won the jukebox, the fire engine, the $2,000 for gifts, and the fur wardrobe for a total of...
But God, she won a fire engine. Okay, but there was some crazy price. So she won a fucking fire engine. Alright. We got more to watch. This one again, I don't know if it's going to be a Christmas special. It is from December 26th. So again, closing up to Christmas. I consider it potentially being a Christmas special. I checked it up on the list anyway.
This is a Slavey Indian from the Yellowknife region of Canada. This is a Niska Indian of
We don't say that
Pingan
anymore.
Nation. This is a full-blooded Gitshan Indian. And this is the fourth member of this unusual group. Listen.
I didn't expect this.
Actually, there's a fifth member of the group, And he is our first guest on To Tell the Truth.
One of them is going to be a singer.
Please.
My name is Vincent Clifford.
What is your name, please?
My name is Vincent Clifford.
What is your name, please?
My name is Vincent Clifford.
Only one of these young men is the real Vincent.
I think it's going to be number one.
Who are imposters and will try to fool this panel. Tom Poston, Peggy Cass, Orson Bean, and Kitty Carlisle on To Tell the Truth. And now, here's our host on To Tell the Truth, Bud Collyer.
Thank you very much. Welcome once again to Tell the Truth. Good evening, panel.
Good evening, Bud.
In front of you, you'll find an envelope, and I think you'll find a story in it. It'll be very interesting to you. If you'll follow along, I'll read from my copy. I, Vincent Clifford, am a full-blooded Indian and hereditary chief of my tribe. About 2 years ago, 4 Indian friends and I were picked by authorities at our school to form a singing group. We sounded so good, we decided to turn professional. For the past 2 years, we have been
just
touring
checking
the
my
country, playing supper
thingy.
clubs, theaters,
I'm getting
and
notifications on.
we
Yeah, there we
perform
go.
all types of music,
On
westerns,
Instagram. The
spirituals,
problem
folk,
is
and rock and roll. We also sing in 3 foreign languages and, of course, in various Indian dialects. We write many of our own songs.
It's
We call
all
our group the Chief Tones.
the Chief
Signed,
Tones.
Vincent Clifford.
It's all the stuff like bots spamming me. As soon as you say like, oh, post a status on Instagram saying I'm going live on Twitch.
Well, there's 2 of us that do the vocals.
Number 3, are you a Canadian
100% not.
Indian?
Well, I'm known as a North American Indian.
Are you from Canada, number 3?
Oh, yeah, I live in Canada.
Thank you. Number 1, where are the Micmac Indians from?
Nova Scotia.
Thank you.
It's
2,
so
in
is
the
number
group called
one.
The Mamas and the Papas. What's the name of the big girl that's a great singer?
Mama Cass.
Cass Elliot?
Thank you. Number...
Yeah.
Oh.
Orson Bean.
Yeah. Number 3.
What was? Why did she ask about a random group?
Famous folk singer. Do you know her name? I'll give you a hint. Her initials are no. Buffy.
No,
I'm talking about Buffy.
Yeah, I know who you're speaking of. I can't remember her name.
Yeah, all right. Buffy St. Marie. She's swell. Number 1. Who
Famous for the ham
invented
sandwich.
the term or makes that kind of music called folk rock?
Folk rock? Well,
Yeah.
that I don't know. A lot of people made it, and they made it into a rock and roll.
Yeah. All right. Well, number 2 now. In the old days, Kitty Carlisle.
The questions there are really, really weird.
What tribe are you from?
The Micmacs.
Oh, you are a Micmac. Oh, that's interesting. Number 2, what are the Nez Perce?
Yes, Pierce is a tribe from up Canada.
Ah, you know them. Number 3, who books you?
Booking agent from out of Chicago. William
what?
Morris.
Huh?
William Morris Agency.
Oh, thank you.
Tom Poston.
Okay, who books you, number 2?
William Morris Agency.
Oh. Number 3.
I think he thinks it's number 2.
When the Signal Corps in last World War and in Korea, they used
The Mamas and Papas were
Indians
really, really good.
with a dialect to send messages that couldn't be intercepted by the Japanese, for instance. Do you know the name of that dialect?
No.
Do you
Sorry,
remember?
I don't.
You remember what I mean? Number 2, they would have an Indian on each end of a call.
Navajo.
Thank you. Number 1,
And that's all. I'm sorry to say, didn't have much time as we might have had, but there are more things to happen and to do. So now, the thing to do is to vote.
Maybe
Mark
this
your
is a
ballots, if
Christmas
you will,
special?
please, without any consultation and without change. Vote for the one you think is the real one and select number 1, number 2, or number 3. Team of challengers will, of course, receive $250 for each incorrect vote. Are your ballots all marked?
Yeah.
Good. Tom, for whom did you vote?
I voted for number 3, Bud, for a reason that
It's an amazing
he
song.
looked like the fourth man in the band up there, and I figured maybe they were brothers, or so I voted for him.
Peggy Cass.
I actually thought he was going to vote for number 2.
1 because the Micmacs are from Nova Scotia.
Orson.
I couldn't vote for 1 because he didn't know that Bob Dylan invented folk rock. I couldn't vote for 3 because he didn't know Buffy St. Marie, and there ain't that many Indians in show business. Jay Silverheels.
Bob Dylan invented folk rock.
Married an Italian girl to get back at Columbus, he said. I voted for number 2 because it seemed to me he knew everything. I'm amazed everybody didn't vote for him.
Kitty Carlisle.
I voted for number 2. I liked his music, and he looked as though he might be the vocalist in the band.
So, there we have it. The votes are in, and the minds are made up, as you heard. Now let's find out which of these three gentlemen, in truth, is Vincent Clifford. Will the real Vincent Clifford
I'm still going with 1.
stand up?
It was 3. 1 felt like the most charismatic and like the more likely to front a rock band.
For the first time on national television by singing one of their newest record releases. So here are Albert Canadian, Jack Cecil, Vincent's brother Barry Clifford, Richard Dawes, and
Yes, they were right.
singing
Whoever it
True
was
Lord.
that said looked like one of the members of the band, yeah, was his brother. God, you wouldn't expect that, would you? I dig it. Okay. Yeah, I dig it. They've obviously got like a huge folk influence.
We want to thank the Club Angel in Fort Wayne, Indiana, for releasing the Chief Tone so they could be with us tonight. We're very grateful. We wouldn't have missed that for the world. Much success to you. Number 1, what is your real name and what do you really do?
My name is Alex Hartwell.
I'm curious now. 2 seconds. I'm going to turn off the camera. I'm just curious now. I'm going to take a Google. Are the Chief Tones even heard of at this point? Billy Thundercloud and the Chief Tones. They've got a wiki page. Canadian country music band founded in Edmonton, Alberta. Composed of First Nations musicians. Of course, that's what they're called now, rather than Indians. In 1966, Vincent Clifford appeared as himself in the December 26th episode of To Tell the Truth, where he was introduced along with 2 other imposters. As lead singer of the Chief Tones band, Tom Poston was the only panelist that correctly identified Clifford. After Clifford's identity was revealed, the band performed live on stage for the TV and studio audience. There you go. But you didn't know that. Had an album that came out in 1975 that charted, but very, very lowly. They didn't reach any success. When was this episode from? 1966. So you didn't seem to get any success until like 10 years later. What Time of Day charted number 16 in the US country charts and 92 in the Billboard charts, which is not that high, but again, for a band I never heard of, it's better than you expect. Pledging My Love, 37 in the country charts, 74, 47, 77, and Oklahoma Wind didn't chart at all. Billy Thunderkid continued The song I Shouldn't Have Done What I Did featured on a 2014 compilation of Native American music and was nominated for Best Historical Album at the 2016 Grammy Awards. I've seen performance of Billy Thundercloud and the Chief Tones at Walt Disney World. Walt Disney himself gave... What the fuck? Okay. Again, this is according to Wiki. After seeing a performance of Billy Thundercloud and the Chief Tones at Walt Disney World, Walt Disney himself gave his personal pet mountain lion to Billy as a gift. His name was Sim Algit, and he traveled with the band on their tour bus. As you do. Just that you know, you randomly get given a line by Walt Disney because he just liked your music so much, and you continue touring with that line for the rest of your days. It's so weird. Billy Thundercloud continued touring until he retired in the end of 1991. He died due to complications of stroke and pneumonia at his home in Palm City, Florida, on the 5th of June 2018. Survived by his wife, Bev, daughters Shawnee and Shay, and 3 grandchildren. His first wife and mother of his 2 children, Shawnee and Shay, was Susan Lawrence Clifford of Richmond Center, Wyoming, then of Nashville. It was managed by Buddy Lee, so I think actually he got his management wrong, funnily enough. But they were active from 1964 to 1991. Fair enough. I don't know how old he was. Born 1948. So 60 and then 2000. So he was 70 when he passed. Quite young. When I read the stroke and pneumonia complications, I thought he might have been quite old. Because you tend to have that problem with that stuff when you're like a lot older. Anyway, let's go back to the show. Sorry, everything's going a bit weird.
Animal watcher at the Children's Zoo in Central Park, New York.
And number 2, what is your real name and what do you do, sir?
My name is Dancing Eagle, and I install fire detection systems.
Well, we thank you all very much.
I figured they were all genuine First Nations people.
The panel to cast, and that means 3 times $250 for a grand total of $750, gentlemen. Thank you for being with us.
At least
Good
back
night,
then.
and God bless you.
They had a good set to choose actual First Nations people.
Just a minute, right after this message. And now let's meet our next team of challengers.
They could have just easily gone, this guy looks vaguely Native American, fuck it.
What is your name, please? My name is Fred Gerner.
Fred Gerner, that's a really familiar name.
Fred Gerner. My name is Fred Gerner.
Follow along again while I read from my copy, if you will, panel. I, Fred Gerner, for over 6 years...
It's so number one.
One of the most baffling stories of the 20th century. The disappearance of Amelia Earhart.
Okay.
Amelia Earhart was the embodiment of the emancipated woman of the 1930s. She was an expert pilot, and the imagination of the world was fired by her record-breaking flights, as well as the charm and modesty with which she accepted their adulation. On July 1st, 1937, she and her co-pilot Fred Noonan closed the hatch of their Lockheed Electra, took off on a flight around the world, and disappeared forever. To try and solve this 30-year-old mystery, I have made 4 trips to the South Pacific and questioned over 4,000 people. In spite of enormous resistance to my investigations, I have reached the following conclusions. Amelia Earhart and her co-pilot were on a reconnaissance mission for the United States military. They were captured by the Japanese, and they died on the island of Saipan. The facts surrounding their disappearance and death constitute one of the best-kept military secrets in history. In my opinion, Amelia Earhart and Fred Noonan were the first American casualties of World War II. Signed,
Interesting.
Fred Gerner.
I had heard that theory before, but not that it's just one of the first. I never actually heard that.
As most of you already
But
know,
I had
Fred Gerner
heard
has summarized his findings in a recently published
one of the
best-selling book called
beliefs I think
Search for
still
Amelia
held today was that
Earhart.
she was captured. Her and her pilot were captured.
Thank you, Bud. It's a fascinating story, and it's
but
true
I
that
always-
Earhart has really captured people's imaginations because she was such
Kitty
a
Carlisle's
charmer.
stunning,
Number
isn't
three,
she?
how did you start this follow through of the
Um,
flight? Where did you begin?
Very simply, trying to gather some information on a follow-up from a radio.
Yeah, I had heard before that.
broadcast I
The
made
belief is that
involving some of the news work.
they
Number two, how did you
had to do an
land the
emergency
plane?
landing somewhere, and they were captured
Where
by,
did you pick up the clue?
I guess, Japanese at the time.
The clues were picked up largely in Saipan, because that's where we first went.
Number one, why were the Japanese? We were not at war then, were we?
4 years before the war.
And why would they then do this?
Japan had been preparing the mandated islands of the Pacific for the coming conflict for nearly 15 years before the disappearance.
Thank you.
Okay, I
Number
think
three,
it
did
is
you
him because
travel
that's
the
crew.
same-
Tom Poston, I'm sorry, Kitty.
Number three, those mandated, is Saipan one of those mandated islands?
Yes, it is.
Isn't it pretty far down south in the Pacific where Miss Earhart disappeared, to be under the Japanese sphere?
Just about central West Pacific, over in the Marianas and Carolines.
Oh, number two, was that in any sense under the Japanese sphere of influence? Were they out of line to be down that far? At that time, I mean.
They went right into it.
Oh, number one, did the Japanese have any objections
They're all giving
to
really good
normal
answers.
reconnaissance over those areas? The islands have been closed from the early 1920s on. And they were Japanese mandated islands? That's correct. Now I understand for the first time. Number three, was it
It's really
possible that
tricky
she
because
ran
all of
out
them are
of
giving
fuel?
really good answers.
Why do you insist that she
That
had to
was
be
true about the
on land
mandated islands thing.
when she stopped?
She did run out, we suspect through all the
fact-
investigation that we made that she did run out of fuel and tried to beach the plane and was picked up later by a trawler.
Peggy Cass.
See, that's the belief still held today.
Have you
That.
questioned the Department of War of the government?
Maybe you're right, Beetle. I really don't know.
They have tried again and again and again, but come up with negative answers almost every time.
Well, thank you. Well, number one, you must have gone to Japan too to ask people there. Do they give you negative answers as well?
We've had representatives in Japan asking questions, but the door has been closed every time Amelia's name was mentioned.
Oh, well, number three, when did the Marines invade Saipan?
1944.
So that was a 7-year difference from when she just... Well, were there any people there that said that there had been a white woman and man who had been executed?
Yes, we've got 39 eyewitnesses that I've interviewed.
Oh, my. Well, why doesn't the government admit it?
Orson Bean.
Number three, eyewitnesses to an
Because why
execution
doesn't-
are
why
not
doesn't it-
necessarily hers, right?
No, they didn't. Not eyewitnesses to the execution. Eyewitnesses to the fact that there were 2 flyers there on Saipan.
Number one, I've read things in magazines about you or by you. Didn't you have some red herrings that you followed? Like, didn't you dig up some bones you thought were hers that it later turns out weren't?
We had a number of disappointments during the investigation.
Number two, do you really believe that
Yeah,
there's a
it's not
massive
one. Okay, I think
campaign
you're right.
to keep information hidden on this by 2 nations about something that happened many years ago?
That's partly it.
Why do you think they're doing this, both countries?
I think it, well, you have to go to Washington
Yeah.
for that.
Well, number three, do you
because-
have an opinion as to why this... it seems absurd that everybody would be working to keep this thing hidden.
I agree completely.
Yeah?
However, I think there's so many political overtones from both countries that it was forced to be kept quiet.
Why? Because
Sorry to say, that's all the time we had. This is one we could take a whole half hour for. It's a fascinating story. So will you please mark your ballots immediately, without wasting any time, without any consultation, and without changing what
I
you
think,
have marked.
Beetle,
Vote now.
you got it right
for
first time. I
number
think it is
one.
number 3.
Number 2.
As soon as I saw number 1 and him like smiling and gurning to the camera, I was like, it's him. He's arrogant. He knows it's him.
Oh, he did. All right. I won't call that
But this
consultation.
was the second where, oh my god, I can't remember his name. This guy asked about, it might even be Tom Poston. One of the guys asked about, like, I didn't even find remains. It didn't turn out to be Amelia's. He completely dodged the question. He was like, we had some disappointments. Didn't say yes or no to the question. Didn't say, yeah, we found remains. No, we didn't find remains. Because he didn't know the answer. He dodged it completely. Well played,
Bunk
but
your ballots, if you will.
I don't want to know how she votes anyway.
All ballots marked?
No, I'm
No?
all confused now.
That's it.
Oh, no excuses.
Who had them for spite?
Tom, let's break this up. For whom did
they're
you
all
vote?
still drunk
I
from
voted
question.
for number 3. He said I agree when Orson said it seemed like such a lot of nonsense to hide it. I wish we could find out for sure. It would be very interesting, and this is a great spot.
That's still never been revealed.
Well, I voted
I
for
think-
2 because he said, you know, that, well, you'd have to go to war.
I think we all probably accept now today that very likely she was flying over the Pacific. Some form of complication happened. The plane went down in the water and they died that way. Horrible, depressing, sad, but I think it's just the simplest answer is most likely. It just went down, whether it's due to technical fault or hit something, petrol ran out, who knows? I mean, it's just the simplest answer. Is
Obviously, he's
most
been to
logical.
Washington many times and wouldn't get any satisfaction, so he said Orson there.
Orson, for whom did you vote?
If it weren't for the money, I wouldn't stay here. I voted for number 3. I think he looks like an orange. Had that kind of it was the clouds, but Peggy hit my.
Yes,
arm. I
sir.
didn't
That
get
one-
too well.
Your 3 is heading for a crash landing.
Mildly got me.
Bring that old
Kitty.
I voted for number 3. They all look like authors to me. But number 3 looks like the kind of a guy
Everybody's
who
going
follows
number
the
3,
story,
Beetle.
as if it were sort of a mystery. And I can't wait to find out what he finds out.
Very well, the votes are all into the
the
minds
book's
made
already
up,
out.
as you heard. Now, let's find out which one of these 3 gentlemen, in truth, is Fred Gerner. Will the real Fred Gerner please stand up?
Oh shit, it was one. I should have stuck with my first choice. It was literally the one answer that made me change it.
Our friends in San Francisco already know that Fred Gerner is a busy and highly respected radio and television news reporter for KCBS.
So he was right
I
about, like-
interviewed Tom about 6 years ago, and I was hoping that he wouldn't recognize me because he was appearing at the Melodyland Theater at that time.
Well, he didn't recognize you, so it came out.
What time of day was it, Fred?
You're
excused. It was before noon.
Much success in your. With your
He's just accused him of being an alcoholic. Oh, we've had 2. I was just like, wait, wasn't this the only panelist? Like, why is this such a short episode? No, we had the First Nations band. Yeah, no, I as I said, I thought it was him to begin with. One, because he was like gooning to the camera. I think it was because he was smiling at Tom Post. He was like, do you remember me? Clearly he didn't. It was just literally the answer about. They asked him. We understand you've seen some red herrings, including digging up remains that weren't Amelia Earhart's. And he said, we've had some disappointments. And just dodging the question entirely. As in, he didn't actually know the answer. He was like, oh shit, I don't know the answer. If I say yes or no, they're going to catch me out. If I say yes and that was a lie, he just said, accuse me of, they'd be like, oh, it's not you.
Book. It's a fascinating book. Number
Sneaky
2,
boy.
what is your real
How are you
name
doing
and what
anyway,
you
sir?
really
Hope you're doing
do?
well.
Number 2.
My name is Gordon McGregor.
He doesn't even remember his own name.
I'm the New York representative for the chemical division of Mobil Oil.
Thank you, sir. And number 3, what is your real name and what do you do, sir?
I'm Larry Kavanaugh, and I'm the sales manager for State Mutual Life Assurance Company.
Checking the score, we find they were all incorrect votes. That's 4 times $250 or $1,000.
He's so proud he fooled
Thank you for
him.
being with us. Good night, and God bless you. We'll be back with our next team and play another game in a minute, but now listen to this. And Now let's meet our
How's
third
this?
team of challengers. What is your name, please?
My name is Walter Minton. My name is Walter Minton.
My name is Walter Minton.
Follow along again, if you will, please, panel. I, Walter Minton, am the publisher of a very posh appointment book. It includes not only the normal daily diary, but also vital information for
This
the
is
rich,
the,
near rich, and the would-be
Author
rich.
of The Millionaire's Diary.
Such as where to buy a bulletproof vest, how much it costs to illuminate the Eiffel Tower for your friends, where to find a doctor in Rome who specializes in curing hangovers, and how to pick up a game of polo. The monthly calendar lists worldwide events no one would want to miss. Among others, the opening of the sumo wrestling season in Japan, and the date of the Zulu Folk Dance Festival in Natal. I have called my syllabus for the smart set, The Millionaire's Diary. Signed, Walter Minton.
That sounds batshit.
Panel, now we bring you three gentlemen all claiming to be Walter Minton. We'll start with Orson Bean. Orson?
Thank you. Well, gee, I'm kind of against it a little bit because...
So revealing all your secrets?
Number three, say, a rich guy probably knows where the folk festival is. But now your book is out, he's apt to look next to him and some bum is sitting there picking his teeth, and it ruins it for him. Isn't it kind of a shame that you're giving the information out?
Well, we feel that everyone that is poor likes to think rich.
Yeah. Well, number two, people, in other words, obviously you can't...
What?
My light keeps going out here. Well,
Mine too.
Nickels worth of electricity, they won't go for it. Number two, surely there aren't enough rich people.
You wasted that time on the light.
He's too confused about the illumination.
Kitty.
Number three, I'd like to know exactly how much it costs to illuminate the Eiffel Tower for a private party.
166 francs.
Is that all?
That's all. Strange.
That's new
Very
francs.
low.
But even so, it's an absolute, it's picayune.
I do it all the time.
Number two, why?
They're not even going to answer.
Would
I
there
think
be
they're
a
all
Zulu
pissed
folk
up from
dance
Christmas.
Festival in Natal, because Natal has nothing to do with Zulus.
Oh, I believe the Zulus are found in Natal. I think this is where they're native.
Oh, no. Very, very misleading. Number one, how much does your...
It's only a quarter.
How much does your diary cost?
$25.
$25. 25 pounds is
Yeah.
published in England?
It is published in
Tom Poston.
You can't give out.
Number
You
two,
got
where's
one
yours
extra
from?
question there.
It's
It's
published
cheating.
in London, and it's also published in New York.
Okay, number two, where is Natal?
It's in southwest Africa.
Okay, number three, where do the Zulus live?
Southwest North Africa.
Southwest North Africa?
Okay, number one, you have hints for the nouveau riche here. Do you have any hints for the old poor? I have. Well, do you have any things that people who aren't necessarily rich could make use of?
Oh, I would say the best thing to do is buy the book. Without a doubt.
Oh, that sounds like a man from...
Peggy Cat.
I'm thrilled. I got one for Christmas. Gee, 25 bucks. I'm really impressed. Number one,
You
what
got
color
one?
is it? What color is your book?
It's in two leathers, black and red.
Thank you. Number two, do you have instructions in the book as how to join a hunt club? Say you want to go hunting over in Ireland. How does one do that?
I don't remember actually in Ireland. I believe that there are various instructions for various clubs that one would want to call in passing through.
They always pull the bell on you.
I know, it's a dirty
something
trick,
about
isn't it? That's all the time we have, however, so please mark your ballots, if you will. Mark them at once, without change, without consultation. Vote, and vote for number one.
I'm North for
Number
North.
two.
I think
Or
one
number
again.
Blue ballot. all
Number three
marked.
is definitely not. Because it's Southwest
yet, I
North
see.
thing.
All
It's
right,
either one or
marked
two.
Now, so Tom, for whom did you vote?
I voted for number two. I think the Boers had a lot of trouble with the Zulus, or vice versa, I guess I should say. And I think it was Southwest Africa, or Western Southern Africa, or something. West
Well, number one said that book was 25 pounds, and I know he never spent 25 pounds on that book, so $25 I believe he spent. I voted for two. The man who gave me the book for Christmas.
Oh, I see.
That's
Arthur.
right.
All three are walking compendiums of misinformation. However, I had to vote for somebody, and I voted for 3 because he has a kind face.
Kitty.
Of course,
Good
that's
enough
right.
reason.
It couldn't have cost 25 pounds. It must
Yeah,
have
I think you're right,
$25,
Beto. I
but
think you
didn't
got
listen
it.
carefully enough, and I thought number 1
Okay,
was like that
she
kind
picked
of
1.
businessman who would be to put out a book like that.
All right.
I thought she was about to pick 2 as well.
Up and the reasons given in the voting in. Let's find out now which of these 3 gentlemen in truth.
If it's number
Walter
3, it's going to blow my
Minton,
mind.
Real. Walter Minton, please.
For the sheer fact that he didn't know where anything was. Yeah. Well done, Beetle.
Thank you, sir. Incidentally, Walter Minton is the president of the publishing house
You
G.P.
got it.
Putnam Sons. Oh. Number 1, would you tell us your real name and what you really do?
My real name is John Buglass. I'm an account executive with an insurance brokerage firm of Johnson & Higgins in New York.
Thank you.
He's got such a nice voice.
3, what do you really do and what is your real name?
I am the Commissioner of Commerce for the state of Tennessee. And to tell the truth, my name is Ralph Waldo Emerson.
Fair enough. All right, what are we moving on to next? I've got a secret. We've got a Christmas special of I've Got a Secret.
Ho, ho, ho. This
Ho, ho,
is
ho.
Gary Moore. And relax,
Cigarette in
because
hand.
We still have 365 shopping days until Christmas. Why don't you lean back now, relax, and enjoy a very
He's
special family
clearly
edition
pissed
of
off.
I've Got a Secret.
Look at him. You've got 365 days to Christmas.
Green Whip, the light, delicious topping.
He called you
on your
ho,
dessert.
ho, ho.
Green Whip.
I think he's just so drunk he doesn't know how to say hi.
Now, here is I've Got a Secret, starring Gary Moore.
More or less.
He's really...
Thank you. Good evening and welcome to a special I've Got a Secret show. I assume that everyone around the country has finished their Christmas dinner. So, for dessert, let's meet the members of our panel.
Who's
First,
on?
There's Plum Pudding Bill Cullen.
Bill, my boy.
And Fruitcake Betsy Palmer.
Hey, it's
And
Mrs.
sitting in for Henry
Voorhees.
Morgan, who is stuck out in California, we have Sugar Cookie Sam Levinson. And, of course, Spice Cake Bess Myers. And that's all.
I don't think we've watched this one before. I'm trying to find the one
Now,
that I
Sugar
really
Cookies, you'll be happy to know we're not going
dislike.
to work you very hard tonight.
But I'm trying to find
It's
it.
Christmas, and besides, we're fortunate in having an extremely talented group of contestants.
With,
all of
Kitty
whom are
Carlisle
going to
singing.
perform for us tonight. That's our Christmas present to you. Now, they're all related. Each of these people is related to a famous personality. Your job will be to figure out who their famous relatives are. So if you're all set to go, our first guest is a student at the University of Florida School of Architecture. Happily for us,
Watch
he
out for
also
number
has
two
a
and don't
marvelous
upset.
singing voice. He's going to join forces with an equally talented young lady who is a student
It's
at St.
amazing to
John's
think.
School in Mendham, New Jersey.
And
So
I
if we can open
presume
the
she did
curtains, please.
Broadway
Here they are
and
singing Whoopee.
a lot of theatre, stage theatre.
Every time I hear that march from Lohengrin, I am always on the outside looking in. Maybe that is why I see the funny side when I
It's all
see a
performances.
fellow brother take a bride. Weddings make a lot of people sad.
I think it's the
But if
woman.
you're not the groom, it's not so bad.
We're trying to figure out.
Another bride, another June, another sunny honeymoon, another season.
Another reason for making whoopee.
Gosh, I forgot about this song.
A lot of shoes, a lot of rice.
One of those like songs that you don't know how to snuck past censors.
It's really killing that he's so willing
To make whoopee.
Like, what do you think they mean by make whoopee?
Picture a little
Seriously.
down
No, you're good. I understand you're busy and other stuff going on.
Picture the same sweet love now.
Don't worry about it.
Think what a year.
Cushion?
He's washing dishes and baby clothes.
He's so ambitious.
Well, hopefully
But don't forget, folks,
you strike it
that's
lucky,
what you get, folks,
and we can make whoopee.
for making whoopee. For making whoopee. For making whoopee.
I presume just set them up.
Come down and be seated. That was fine, indeed. Young man, how are you?
Honestly,
Well,
I think
we'll find out who these folks are and who their famous
Goldberg?
relatives are. We'll start with the gentleman to my left. And sir,
I always
tell me
presume
who
like
your
you can
famous
set up an
relative
offshore account isn't the problem. Pat Boone. It's the fact that you're not paying taxes. So if you set up in wherever the fucking island's one of the most common places, so you don't even have to go far. It's the fact that you're shoving your money in there and not getting taxed on it. But I think setting up the offshore account itself is just perfectly legal. I think you could do that no problem. Just go to www.bankofireland.com and set up an account. As I think the trick is just the fact that everything that comes into your business, you quickly offload into the Irish bank, your Irish bank account, and then no taxes come out because you're like, oh, I don't have any money. Look at my bank account, it's empty. And Ireland's like, well, we don't take taxes. Where's a pint of Guinness? I think that's how all the tricks work with it.
To my right, may I find out who your famous relative is, please?
Carol Burnett.
Now, panel, as a clue, I will tell you that their relatives are not related. By that I mean that his famous relative is not related to her famous relative. And because there are two of them, I will give you a pretty good clue. His brother is a singer-actor, and her sister has been known to sing and dance and act up a little now and then, too. So let's start at the top with Bill Cullen, please. You can start with either Mr. X or Miss Y.
Oh, dear me.
Yeah, I was going to
Is
say,
your brother, the gentleman from the University of Florida, is your brother currently in television?
No.
That's a,
Broadway?
No.
Currently?
When we say he's current and not in television, we mean he does not have a regularly scheduled series.
Yes, or appear regularly in a special. I mean, has he appeared more recently in movies?
it's so crap.
Yes.
He is a singer and a dancer, I think you said.
Singer-actor.
Singer-actor.
I don't even know what you call it.
All right, we've lost
The
$20.
lack
We have
of
60 to go. We go to a very pleased-looking Betsy Palmer.
one, transparency,
Only
but
because
two,
you look so much like your brother, don't you?
I don't think so.
the
He doesn't think-
employee.
Well, how
You
about
don't
you,
think
audience?
so.
Don't
Well,
shout his name, but do you
no,
think he looks like his brother?
yeah.
Sure does.
I
'Cause
would
my
say
guess
that his brother is Pat Boone.
Is it?
That's right.
Bravo, Mrs. Voorhees.
This is Nick Boone, and he said what all brothers say. What did you say?
I don't think we look alike. He doesn't either.
No brothers can ever feel that they do look alike. Let's go to Sam Levinson now and go to work on Miss Y.
Thank you.
I still say it's Andy Williams' brother.
No.
Well, as I was going to say, my guess
firmly
is.
set in my mind. I'm not going to change now.
I'm guessing, 'cause I actually don't know.
Since he's established.
Yes.
I haven't followed your politics close enough.
Sister. Is that
My guess is when the Tories were in power, they cut a lot of public services.
Well, I don't believe so. Would you?
And
She sings My
now
Ears
that
Pop. I don't know.
Labour in, they haven't quite yet reinstated it.
In other words, is there something strange about my saying that she sings at all?
Yes, she sings.
She sings?
Yes.
Is she actress, comedian type singer?
Yes.
All right, we've lost $60.
But yeah,
and
my
Beth Myers
guess
looks
is just
very
they've
sure of
got
herself.
fucking nobody
We
working
all
there.
had breakfast together in Florida, so it isn't
And
really
nobody
hard to
is
guess. And I bet
checking at your account.
Carol Burnett's sister, Christine. Absolutely.
So that's where the Pessa thing comes from.
And Chris will kill me for saying this, but this is Carol Burnett's 16-year-old sister, Christine. I'm sorry, Chris. I had to say. I knew people were wondering. Nick, to get back to you for a moment, you have absolutely a voice that could do exactly the same thing that your brother has done with his. Have
But
you
that's
any
fucked.
plans for
Either way,
following
I'm
a
not making
professional
excuses for
singing
them. That's
career?
totally
No, I don't.
fucked. I'm just
I want to
saying,
be an
I'm guessing
architect,
that's
and
what
I
happened.
hope to be one in about 2 years.
In 2 years, you get out of the university.
That's right.
Good lad. There's certainly a great need for him in the country. And Christine, I know everybody asks you all the time, are you going to follow in your nut sister's footsteps?
No, I don't think so. Show business isn't for me. I just like to go into college and then take it from there.
What are you going to major in college?
History, preferably.
Uh-huh. Good. You may end up by being a teacher like a Sam Levinson over here. Chris, give my love to Carol. Sure. My regards to Brother Pat. Thank you both very much.
Thank you. So they're focusing on other stuff. Putting their focus elsewhere, which means
now,
all
the
the
big day is almost
5
over,
workers
but
they
here's one more
have
present for you
are working on
from
other shit.
Dream Whip, the dessert topping. It's this Dream Whip Sundae, a new dessert that's ideal for your holiday dinners. And we've tried it out at our house, and it's really quite good. And easy as it sounds, too. Because all you do is spoon candied fruit sauce over ice cream and top with whipped up Dream Whip. Now, of course,
looks
light
amazing.
fluffy Dream Whip makes all kinds of desserts taste better all year round. But it's especially nice to know about now during this heavy eating season. The reason for that? Well, it looks and it tastes so great, but it's so wonderfully low in calories, only 17 per tablespoon serving. And another plus for Dream Whip is that it won't melt on
17
desserts like other
calories per
toppings.
tablespoon,
That's
that's
pretty
a shit
important
ton.
when you're entertaining a crowd for dinner. It means that you can get your desserts ready hours before
That's
time.
hilarious.
You can add the topping and avoid last-minute
I know
Dream
that
Whip
there's
comes
going to be
in a
some
box,
things that are like
so you can keep it on your pantry
more.
shelf until you're ready to whip it up. Make a New Year's resolution to try it soon, won't you? Dream Whip.
private school.
Now, panel, our next contestant.
I don't know what it's like.
are a
I
high
understand
school student and
your
two
schooling
very
system is better than
successful
here.
businessmen. They have spent the better
Our
part
schooling
of this
system is
afternoon preparing
shocking.
a little dance routine, which they will perform for us now. I think that after you have seen them, you will agree with me.
The main
Although they
issue
are not
we have
professional dancers, no
is
other
that our
dance
private
team in
school
the entire
system
country can
is just
match them
not
for sheer
really better.
courage. Here then, making their first farewell appearance.
I don't know.
Single toes.
You're saying, but like it feels like at least yours is likely going to be better. There's thing at the end, isn't it? No, it's not. That's like that looks like Harold Lloyd.
Airplane man.
It's I was reacting to the fact that it's
So that's it. After 20 years. So long. Good luck.
I don't recall saying good luck.
I was reacting to the fact that it's not double audio again. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with it. We did double audio first time I streamed, and I fixed it. It went away. Next time I stream, you did that, and it double audioed again, and now it's back normal. Poor Tony Blair. He's going to be crying now. I said, Jesus.
Marvelous. Awfully good to see you. Now we'll find out who has which famous relative. We'll start with Mr. A here. Who is your famous relative, sir?
I don't recall saying good luck. Get him a hookup. You better.
And Mr. B to my left, your famous relative?
Bob Hope. I can see that. He looks a lot like Bob Hope.
And directly behind me, the somewhat younger gentleman. Marvel.
Wait, who was it, Mother?
Now,
I wasn't paying
they're
any
rel-
attention. Dorothy Lamour. I don't actually know who Dorothy Lamour is.
Marvel. Now, panel, their relatives
Bill
are
Cosby?
related
No.
to each other professionally. In other words, if you guess the relative of any of them, it will lead you to the other two. Let's start, please, with Sam Levinson.
By that I understand that, let's say they are members of an act in which they've worked together. Could that be?
Yes.
That could be. Uh-huh. The youngster would not have been in the act, would he?
This young fellow?
Yeah, the young man.
No, no.
No.
The older ones look like their siblings or relatives. Because look at him, he looks so much like Bing
Let me
Crosby.
not lead you astray.
And he
These
looks
are
so
three
much like
people
Bob
who
Hope.
frequently appear together, but they do not necessarily all function as a team at all times.
However, aside from the fact that they like each other, there's no blood relationship.
That's none.
Uh-huh. Is it a show?
Yes, Sam, finish your question. Is it what?
No, it's not important.
It may help me.
All right, we have $20 down, $60 to go, and Bess, you're on.
Now, do these three people appear in the same television show?
They have, on occasion, have they not? No, they say not.
No. Well, would we know them more
He
than
looks
because
like he's
they've,
about to say it any second now.
appeared as a trio in movies?
Yes.
Are they primarily female? Rather.
Well, one of them is primarily female.
I mean, say 2 against 1. Are there 2? Are
No.
they, I mean, are there more women than there are men?
Where?
Are they all women? Are
The
they
last count was about even, I
Are
think.
they all men?
They're not all
Are
men.
they all? No. Wait, I want to find out.
All right, let me ask your question, Bess.
Is one a woman and the other 2 men?
Yes.
That is absolutely
Thank you.
correct. $40 down, $40 to go, and Bill Cullen's figuring.
I have it. Bing Crosby, Bob Hope, and Dorothy Lamour.
You got it.
Now, all right, now wait a minute. Let's play another game. Bing Crosby, Bob Hope, and Dorothy Lamour have just been reunited in a new movie called The Road to Hong Kong. This is the off-Broadway version of that trio. Now, who do you think is who?
Well, because they had the dance act. That's why he was in here.
Everett, I apologize. He's Bing's younger brother. He is the brains behind
This
the
was his
Crosby
dad.
Enterprise.
That's Bob Hope's younger brother.
Bob Hope's brother, Jim, his youngest brother, and back here we have
Dorothy's brother.
Dorothy's son. That's Dorothy.
Ridgely Howard, who's Dorothy Lamour's son.
There was actually a big giveaway now, I think about, because they did the Road to Dance.
Ridgely, you're living down in my neck of the woods now, good old Baltimore, Maryland.
Yes, sir.
Have you any plans in going in the show business?
Well,
They gave it away.
a little bit of that Baltimore ham rubs off on me. I guess, I don't know.
Somebody's been feeding him lines. I know who he means when he says that Baltimore ham. How about you, Jim? Do you think now you've started to be a hoofer, you're going to give up all of the real estate and the farm and the ranch?
No, I'm afraid not. I'm too busy raising horses and cows.
Contented cows.
Contented cows.
Contented cows. All right. We've still got more episode to go, but I'm going to do it's a new reward in the channel, but I'm going to do it for free. For the first time, I bought Give Me Black Eye, Your Mum. It was Beetle, he beats me. I'm going to give Assad a fortune telling. I bought a pack of tarot cards. I'm going to tell you past, present, and future. Oh no, so this, the first card, the ideal from this deck, Duke, Duck, from this pack, this is all legit. Like, I will, other than the fact this is tarot, love me, other than the fact that tarot is bullshit. This is a legitimate set of tarot cards. There's nothing funny about the tarot card set. I have 2 packs of tarot cards that I bought. The only way I'm going to do it for the reward is past, present, and future. So this will tell you something about your past. First card will tell you something about your past. The second one will tell you something about your future. And the second one will tell you something about your present, and the third one will tell you something about your future. I've also got the screen up on the thing. first thing up on the screen to say what the cards mean, because I don't know off by heart what they mean. Also, I'm going to be drawing randomly, so I don't know which way is up and which way is down. Because if your card's upside down, it means something different to if it means it's right side up. So it's going to be completely shuffled, flipped, and everything else. So your first card, your past, is 5 of Cups, which was upside down. So, your past, you're experiencing feelings of disappointment about your past. Things have gone differently than you expected they'd go throughout your life. And you're unhappy about a certain situation in your past that turned out the way that it did. At the moment, the cards say that you're dwelling on your past. This is all legit, by the way. This is what the website is saying. And it feels like you've got feelings of self-pity and regret about that moment in your past. There may have been a missed opportunity that you regret that you didn't take. It's where it's going to be less thing. The problem that you're facing on your past is emotional. It's not something that is material or financial. That's where it's getting a bit more not probably accurate. It's the thing, like, it's the same with, like, horoscopes, right? Like, everything is, like, vague enough to be like, yeah, that is me. I remember that. Well, I'm assuming probably things on your mind most at the moment are financial. So I was like, that was probably not that accurate. So this is your current situation. This is currently how you're feeling with life and dealing with life. Your card is 4 of Swords upside down. Swords, let me look it up. 8 of Swords, 7 of Swords, 6 of Swords, 4 of Swords. It's the time for healing. It's the time to move on from what's bothering you in the past. But currently, you're going to be quite restless. Your heart wants you to relax, but your mind's telling you can't. If you continue following the path that you're currently on, it's going to have ill adverse effects for your health. If you continue fighting what's stopping you, it's not going to have any positive results. You're going to be aware of your own strength and your own abilities. And if you want to try, if you want to try pushing ahead, it'll only make things more difficult in the long term. That is what the 4 of Swords reverse meaning meant. Your last card, this is going to tell you your future. Again, shuffling, don't know which way up any card is. Also, at least the backs don't tell you which way it up, so I can't tell by looking at the back if it's right side or upside down. I'm like shuffling and flipping cards, so like I don't know which anything is. That's where you're going to set up your offshore account. It is the Lovers, the right side up. It's, where are you? This is one of those ones that doesn't actually mean, like, tarot's weird. Currently, you're facing a choice. There's two things that are quite, you got two choices that are quite distinctly opposite. You need to stop, pause for a moment, and actually reevaluate what you're going to do and make the decision that is going to be best for your situation. Grow up or fuck off, basically. You need to this card symbolizes choice, and the choice of commitment. It raises questions about how you committed to love. It doesn't mean romantic love. Sometimes it can be your lifestyle, and you may need to make a choice about how you carry on your current lifestyle. Sometimes, so this is where I guess the problem is, because if I just do the past, present, future one, because these, a way you can do it is like there's a romantic pile, there's a career pile, there's a blah blah blah. But yeah, this is the card. In summary, is you currently are facing a significant choice with two opposite choices, whether it be romantic, whether it be career, whether it be personal. And it's telling you that you need to pause before you make a decision and actually think it through. There's your tarot reading, Assad. I just had to read it off the page. Okay, you're pausing for a second, and now you're going to move to Israel. That's the only free one I'm giving away. If anybody wants a tarot, these cards fucking suck. I've got another deck. I've got a horror themed deck. Do you want to try that one instead? If anybody actually wants a tarot reading, you're going to have to redeem your points for it. I just figured it'd be a fun thing to do on stream. Let's play poker instead. I gotta get them back in. I thought it'd be a fun reward-based thing.
Now we get over here to Everett Crosby. Everybody in your family sings. Bob, your nieces, your nephews, everybody sings. How come you have never gone in for a singing career?
Where the blue of the night meets the gold of the day.
We're not. I was.
Take my advice, gentlemen. Stick to your dancing. It's wild. Thank you very, very much, Jim. With regards to Bob.
As I say, it's something I thought would be a bit fun.
Yes,
just as some silly bollocks. But also, with all that stuff, whether it be tarot cards or
now then, let us meet our next
horoscopes or whatever, it's going to apply to everybody. Beetle probably was listening to it and going, that applies to me. And whoever else is looking, probably going, that applies to me. Like, it's so vague, it's just like,
who her famous relative is.
I do need to make a choice.
before you
Surely
get
somebody in the panel's met her.
settle back for a treat because Mrs. X is going to sing for us, and for real. Now, she has not sung in public for how many years, Mrs. X?
99 years.
99 years. Not so. I heard her in rehearsal, and she's just fine. Norman Paris will give you an assist, and here we go. The song is
Didn't mean it to be like that. To be fair, the biggest problem was that unfortunately I drew some that were upside down. So, because if they're upside down, it means a more negative thing. And it was just so happened that I drew it upside down. Where, like, if I drew it right way up, it was like, it'd be like, oh, there's positive changes on the horizon. Other than the last one. The last one was just purely up, right way up. Was just like, lovers mean there's some choice that needs to be made. You're currently facing a choice.
Where are you hiding? If you don't come, go and tell her your mammy. There ain't no.
But I've never done tarot before. She started over right now. She's gone to shit. The first bit, I was actually like, oh, she's quite good. And now, awful.
Right back to the jail. Your jack or diamond.
Good thing you didn't use points to get that then, so. Jesus.
I know you're bold, boy. Yes, I know you're bold.
She is Adele.
You rob my pocket. You rob my pocket. Yes, you rob my pocket of silver and gold. What a boy.
Yes, I know, and I know you do it all the time. I know you refund yourself, Assad. It's not a secret.
Go and tell your man.
I just realized I need to get rid of that. I was looking at my point stuff, and I've got one that I've unintentionally copied of somebody.
Wasn't so bad, was it?
Yeah, it was.
Well, panel, I'll give you this much of a hint. Mrs. X's famous relative is her son, and Betsy Palmer will start with you.
I have to disqualify myself.
Because
only
you know?
because, well,
They must
I believe,
all know.
Only because I saw someone mouth something to her just before she started to sing.
All right, well, that may not be the proper reason for disqualification. We'll find out later. But you want to disqualify, we'll go to Sam Levis.
I disqualify because I don't know the answer. No, you know, you mustn't trust your instincts. The lady...
No, I don't have.
Just like
I don't actually have a sound alert for her.
She was singing.
There's the fact I've got
I assumed
FMK there as well.
Yes, she does, really. She learned. She
I don't think anybody's got
well, now that's out. Now that it's the
AMA
son, is the son
that I know of. If I've done that, I've stolen from somebody else as well. But I've got no. There's no actual sound to it.
A singer?
No, but he sings beautifully.
I don't know what I'd have to it. I need to get the sound alert for the should I open it one.
He doesn't sing professionally.
Is stolen, but deliberately so.
Oh, yes.
But as I said,
Yes.
I only just noticed I had FMK. I literally had forgotten I put it there. Until I just saw it then. I was like looking through.
Well,
I wanted to check that I had the tarot thing
he's
there.
a satirist.
He's a satirist.
I was like, oh, I've got FMK.
Which some people confuse with
Has he
being
got a show of his
comedian.
own on TV now?
Yes.
All right,
I guess I was all wrong.
there's $20 down and $60 to go. Now, let me
You just
let me
disqualified yourself.
clarify this. He does have a show of his own of a regional nature. He is also a very important part of a national television show, which is more of a team effort rather than an individual effort. All righty? Now we go, please, to Bess Myers.
Yeah, funny, all the time I was thinking it's Bill. somehow while you were asking all these questions.
It was related to Bill Cullen? I think Bill would be very proud to claim her.
He's on television, and he's a part of the television
Did Bill
show.
disqualify
Is this a
himself? Did I
variety
miss
show?
that?
No. No. Is it a situation comedy show?
No.
Is it a news?
What?
News show?
No.
A news show? No.
Categorizes that? Is it...
It's $40 down, $40 to go. Betsy now thinks, well, Bill Cullen knows.
Betsy
Bill.
wants to tell me who the lady is whom I have known for many years. I assume that's the reason I'm last.
The reason I left you.
Fuck. Oh, man. The one I'm struggling with the most is Moyles and Brown. I was going to go with the easy joke of fuck Chris Martin because him and Gwyneth Paltrow are into that tantric shit. And I bet he knows some fucking magic tricks. He's boring as fuck, but I bet he knows some magic shit. Moyles, just him. He could be the K, because Moyles is fucking awful. Moyles is a prick. And Brown, that's where I got the black eye from. Allegedly.
Money's all gone. No, may I introduce Henry Morgan's mother? Because it's a
But, yeah, I'm just like...
Yourself, you were going to say something.
I was.
The-
Because that sweet Norman Paris sat there at the piano, and he said, "All right, go on, Mom." And when he mouthed Mom, I thought,
Everybody around here calls
I was going to go with Chris Martin for the easy, like, sex joke. I'm just like...
It's too bad that Henry isn't here tonight. He's stuck out in California.
He was probably never going to be the K out of all of them, anyway.
It's Christmas. The sun must
I
be
find
shining.
Coldplay
Henry shines
boring
wherever
as
he
shit,
is.
but not enough to be the K.
What kid was Henry?
You'd be amazed.
I am amazed.
He was a very quiet child. He'd walk by himself.
When did the change take place?
Don't pin me down to that. No mother knows. We all love him.
Well,
thank you.
We all love him indeed, and he must have known that you were going to be a big hit tonight.
What do you mean? He and his other brother rooked me into this.
Well, he and his other brother Roger
I-
not only rooked you into
Whenever I
this, but
say
they-
stuff
they've sent and
about
asked me to see
a
this
band,
presented now
I'm
and told
not,
them their effect.
like,
Oh, no.
worried whether anybody else likes them or not. Because it's like, it's music, it's not worth like a bickering about. I'm like, Assange, you suck, you like a band I don't. Or, you don't like a band I do. It's like, it's music. Who cares? Like, the main thing that I have from Coldplay is that, and I like Clocks. I thought was a great song. There's other songs I thought were quite fun. Even like Fix You is like a pleasant song. But it's just like, I went to this show again. I think I was given tickets. And they're a very, very over-the-top show, which is kind of cool to go to. It's nice to see like a very, very over-the-top show. It's an experience, but like I went to it. And they got fireworks, they've got helium balloons, they've got the light show thing where you like everybody has a wristband and like flickers the time of the music differently, depending on which wristband you've got. They've got like all this different gimmicks and stuff. And I still cannot remember it. I cannot remember anything about the show. And I wasn't drinking, I wasn't on drugs. It was just still, despite all of the gimmick, all the pedantry, it was still boring as fuck. And that's just, again, my personal thing. There was, 50,000 people there that probably loved it. and still remember to this
Some of
day
the
and go, oh my
first
God, it was the greatest
responses.
concert I ever went to.
Now, all day or all night relief from head cold congestion with continuous action medication. New Contact Continuous Action Capsules. Contact's unique formula gives all day or all night relief.
Yellow
Decongest
Album wasn't a
nasal
big fan of.
passages, dry as runny nose.
But again, this is just
relieves
personal.
sneezing.
Like,
With
it's
ordinary
music.
remedies, unless you take pill after pill, your symptoms return every few hours. But New Contact gives all day or all night relief. Each capsule contains over 600 tiny time pills. Some
If
go
you
to
think
work
Yellow's
right
a
away
brilliant
for
song,
fast relief.
power to you.
The rest dissolves slowly in your digestive
There's
system.
definitely going to be music
They
tastes that
release
I've got, like
medication
songs that I
drop
like.
by drop
Like,
into your bloodstream for up to 12
I know,
hours relief, up to 8 hours longer than
I'm a
one
big fan
dose
of Billie
any
Eilish, and I know a
leading
lot of
cold pill.
people
Take one
in this
Contact
chat,
capsule for
or like
all
in this,
day or all
who
night
follow
relief.
the stream,
Next
don't
time
like
you
Billie
have a
Eilish.
cold, get Contact.
So I'm just like, well,
And now let's meet our final group
different
of
tastes.
contestants. Hi, young gentlemen. Hi. Now, let me tell you this in advance, that in addition to being talented young musicians in their own right, each of these young men also has a famous relative. We're not going to show the audience who it is that each of them is related to. We'll let them try to guess along with the panel. Starting with the young man on bass, Bill Cullen, you have one guess and one clue. I'll tell you, his father has claimed to be a singer. But that's his opinion. All I know about him is he's 6 feet 4 inches tall.
The main...
Who is 6 feet 4 inches
His
tall?
dad.
His dad.
Looks just like him. Looks just
Derwood Kirby.
This is his son, Randy, yes. Randy, how are you?
The main version of Fix You That I
I'm so
Like
tired of looking up at you Kirby's. Gee.
is,
He's a budding
and
young
I've played
actor,
on
and he's
stream
now working
before,
as stage
it's
manager of the
stupidly
off-Broadway show
moving.
All
It's
in Love,
one of those
which is a
bits
big hit.
in
Now, the gentleman over here
documentaries
to my
that
left on trombone,
I think
Betsy, I'll give you one
will
clue.
film
His
that will
father is
break me
equally well known
forever.
for
Like I
his
can watch it a
orchestra,
million
his
times
glee
and
club,
make me cry.
and his country club in Pennsylvania.
There's a documentary called Young at Heart, which is about they would send people to old folks' homes and teach old folks there to sing, and they'd put on a big performance. And it still goes today. Like it's still like a charity event thing that happens. And there was a guy who was going to do a duet with his friend. I can't remember what song they were going to do originally. But they had practiced and they were ready to do the song, and his friend ended up passing away. And this guy, last minute, sort of decided, you know, he's obviously like, I'm going to do the song. It was meant to be with me, with my friend. The last minute decided to do Coldplay's "I'll Fix You" and went up on stage and sung the song. Like he wasn't a great singer, but it was still like a stupidly beautiful, like heart wrenching, like bitter, sweet thing. It was like, fuck.
Waring Jr.
I can watch it scene like 100 times over and probably still break me every single time.
And Fred is majoring in music at Indiana University. Fred, nice to have you here. Now, Sam Levinson, you've got it easy. The best clue I can give you for the young man at the piano is that he looks exactly like his father, who also happens to be a pretty good pianist in the modern jazz field himself.
It's my son. No. No. A good pianist in the jazz field?
Yes.
Jerry Lewis?
Oh, tell him.
David Brubeck. He
Is
looks
that
like
Brubeck's son?
That's it. Darius Brubeck.
He looks a bit like Jerry Lewis, which is why I said it.
And Darius is a student at Wilton High School, right, Darius? Nice to have you here. Now, this young man is already working with the family act. The clue for the young man, Bess, is that his parents both played the guitar while his mother sings.
Mary, what's her name?
Les Ford and Mary.
Mary.
Let's call him Mary Ford.
Mary Ford.
That's right, yes. This is
Holy
Gene
shit. There's Liz Paul's son.
Ford. He does
That kid
already
is
play
made for
drums
life.
With his mother and dad in their entertainment, isn't that right? So now, Gene, if you'll kick off, the boys they only got together for a little while this afternoon.
I don't know
and
if
they
that kid's
knocked
still
out
alive.
some blues together, and it really swings. So, Gene, you kick it off, and we'll go.
Imagine Les Paul being your dad and you play drums. Your dad has a guitar that's one of the most popular guitars in the world, named after him. And you're like, oh yeah, I'm going to play it. It's not like he's a drummer. Your dad invented one of the most popular guitars in history. Will forever be probably one of the most popular guitars. And you go, I'll play the drums. All good, Beetle. Catch you later. We're only gonna watch one more thing after this, and it's an old episode of Tim. One we watched before, but I wanted to find something Christmassy, and he hasn't uploaded anything today. I'm gonna double check that if he's uploaded something. Now we'll watch that instead.
Now, here's a message for you from Tony.
No. No, there's nothing he's uploaded. So fuck it. Fuck it. I need to go to sleep at a reasonable time as well, so probably only one more thing. Yeah, we'll watch the Tim episode. It's shorter. We've already watched it before, and everybody that is lurking has already seen it. It's the only thing that's putting me off doing it. It was just, it was in a snowy place, so it's like, Christmas? Christmas is snowy. We'll watch Price is Right.
Tonight, these four people meet to compete for the prizes of a lifetime on...
Look at the Christmas tree.
The Price is Right, presented by America's largest...
But yeah, I've got to get up early because it's Christmas tomorrow.
And now your host on The Price is Right, Bill Cullen. And good morning to you. Hi there. Hi, there you are. Hello. Hello there.
I need to figure out when I'm going to stream next. I don't know. I want to get one more stream in at least before I fuck off.
First of all, the very merriest of Christmas to you and yours. I hope you didn't eat too much. Oh, and my mother-in-law, Emmeline, was in town before the holidays.
Hey, hippie, how you doing?
I want to show you the gift she gave me, and did you ever realize...
Fuck it. Hippie's here. We can watch hotel reviews. Hippie, your choice. Dealer's choice. Do you want to watch Price is Right or a hotel review? You get the pick. Because the hotel review is one we've watched on stream before, but you haven't seen it. I wanted to do one that was vaguely Christmassy. He hasn't uploaded one today. He uploaded one last week, which we haven't watched. But it's not a Christmassy themed one. So I was like, oh, I'm not going to do it. We're going to do this one, which is
It's happening just over
in a snowy place.
Oh my God. As you look in your rear view, you see a volcano erupting. Just thought I'd better mention this as well.
See, look
There has
how
been a lot of
Christmassy it
volcanic
is.
activity in Iceland in recent years, and especially this year in January and at the back end of last year as well.
How are you doing anyway,
Where
Happy?
we
Hope you're
actually
well.
are in Grendavik, they are on alert for an eruption. But don't worry, it's not going to be one of those eruptions that, like, you'll need to run for your life. They are kind of those fissure
Foreboding.
eruptions, and scientists have been
Foreshadowing.
looking at the magma literally under the ground, and they say that it is ready to pop, basically, which is a little bit unnerving, but the hotel is still open, and they have warned me that if an alarm
Living?
goes off, I
Living La
should
Vida Loca?
quickly go to reception where they'll be able to take us to safety. Fingers crossed that won't happen.
He's
And what I love
saying
about the
that
hotel
apparently
is the use of volcanic rock in it, and you'll see a big bit of volcanic
He's
rock
in Iceland.
kind of edged into the hotel. Let me show
Place
you
with a
this.
lot of volcanoes.
My room's down here.
He's saying it should be fine. They
I like
said
how
maybe
there's
there
little
is going to be a
windows just
volcano,
every so
but
often so you can get a glimpse
the
of the
hotel's open,
volcanic
so
landscape.
surely nothing's going to happen.
I think you can see my room, which is just over there. But check this out. This is like lava has kind of just come into the building.
Nope, ad break. Go. Where's YouTube Premium?
Ellen's
Damn it.
hoping for a weekend of hosting, but her outdated kitchen is letting her down.
How they've done this, but it's absolutely amazing. Almost feels like it's burst through. Don't think I've ever seen anything like this before. Crazy. And here is my room number 33. I've got this.
There's no point doing
to
it
go
at the
around
moment
resort to
because
actually
I've
buy
only got one
drinks,
more
also to get
stream
me into the Blue Lagoon
with the
as
year.
well, and also access into my room.
I will buy myself YouTube Premium in the new year.
Blimey, let there be light. Need to take this coat off. Right, that's better. So the room is very minimalistic. Let's show you around. Now, I wanted to go for a lagoon view, but unfortunately they were all booked out. So one of the last few remaining rooms that was available was what they call a Moss Mountain Suite. So we can see the volcanic landscape outside, the moss.
That's quite
that's on
nice.
it,
Nice
and
little
obviously
cozy little room.
mountains Stroke volcanoes in the distance.
Nice
I love how
view.
this room gets the sun though. It's really nice. Nice full-length mirror.
I don't know when
And
he's here.
What's really exciting is I believe that the minibar is
I can't remember the date.
complimentary. So
Because it's going to be one of those
first
places
up,
that's
we've got the robes
so far
and
north.
slippers. Now I can actually use
That's
this to
either
get
gonna be,
around
like,
the resort,
sunny
to go to the Blue Lagoon,
24/7 or
Iceland.
dark.
I don't think you can take these.
Obviously not actually 24/7,
They
but
don't
like
look overly that.
really, really bright from like 1 a.m. until
Maybe. Any brand
11
on the
p.m.
robes. More wardrobes you
or
have this look.
dark
I like the LED
from
light so you can see your clothes. A very understated
4 p.m.
little
until
coffee machine.
10 a.m.
Couple of
I'm just picking
cups,
arbitrary numbers.
some wine glasses. These again are complimentary. We've got some Earl Grey tea, some espresso, and we have, I'm sure that's like an old Premier Inn kettle, or what they use in Premier Inns. The minibar is down here. This is all complimentary, so I wonder what's inside.
Drink it up, Pepsi.
Not much. We have 2 cans of Pepsi, not Coke, and we have some carbonated Icelandic water.
Oh, I was going to be like, is that beer?
It's carbonated. So there's no still water then?
Pepsi.
I don't think so. So I've got a little desk here, a TV, a phone. That is a very basic remote.
I prefer.
Look at that.
Actually, no,
nice
I don't.
big couch, so you can.
I was just say I
sit
prefer
here and
Pepsi to Coke, which is not
I tell you what, I
entirely.
don't know whether you can, if the mic picks that up.
I prefer
you can
Pepsi
really
Max
hear it coming from that geothermal
of soft
plant
drink
over there.
choices.
You can really hear the roar, which you could mistake as a fissure going off in a volcano. And there is this.
Dr. Pepper on top.
Oh, is it a rocking
Dr.
chair?
Pepper's not super common here.
Nice. And if there's 2 people in here,
It wouldn't be my
obviously
top,
one
but I
can
don't
get in
mind
the
it.
rocking chair, whilst the other one can just enjoy the sofa. I love this bed, and a bit like in Sweden and
I'd
Norway,
put it
you've got the
top
mattress,
10.
and then you've got this cushiony
I
mattress.
actually don't know what
topper,
order
which
it'd be.
Actually, I always find when I'm in Sweden or Norway,
Because I do quite like
just
Dr. Pepper.
so comfortable. Oh wow, that is comfy. Dare I say it's too soft? Can it be really too soft? That is nice. Very space age with the lighting. That there's a little slit in the light there to
What?
add a little bit more light.
What
to
did
the
you say?
room. And the
There's a
controls
what?
seem very confusing at first until you understand that it's like a floor layout. And
Went
you
with
can
something different.
hit each
And
individual.
also it
light
makes me
to
look
turn
like
it
I'm
on.
watching.
Okay, let's check out my balcony. I don't know what this does.
But thank you very much.
Oh, it opens the window.
Figured I'd try something different.
Look at this view though. I've even got a little bench that I can sit on.
If I go to
You
normal
do feel
face
like
cam,
you're on another planet. It's crazy.
still front facing.
Tell you what,
Just
though,
for this,
they
we're going with the
need
side
a
one.
mat there because you walk in all the snow on your feet and it's like really slippy. I kind of don't want to use this rug, but there's nothing to bang your feet on out there either.
Bang
so
your
let's check
feet,
out
eh?
the bathroom, which is just beyond this door, and it has A floating toilet. Wow. I don't want to go down there again. That a little bit smelly. Huge big mirror.
Yeah, it's a toilet.
We've got complimentary Blue Lagoon hand lotion. This feels a little bit, I don't know, a little bit cheap and plasticky, to be honest. We've got a drawer with the hairdryer in it, some cotton pads, some tissues. The towels are over there. And then we have the shower.
How many people can fit in the shower, Tim?
Walk-in waterfall shower. And for all those people that say in the comments, why do you keep mentioning about people in the shower? Are you a swinger? No, I just use it to show you how big the showers are.
This is the first time you
Sometimes the
mentioned
camera
that.
doesn't really show it off. And considering that this is a walk-in shower, well, there's no end. I mean, 1, 2, 3.
I think he
4.
is.
You can have a few people standing around watching.
I
if you want.
do think
And as
he
always,
is the
I will
swinger.
come to the price at the end of my stay. So what is actually included in the price of the room?
I'm not even joking. I think he
So,
legit
we've got a
is
pool
one. I
here
think
as
he's
well, which we're gonna go
so
and check out in
defensive.
just
I
a
think
moment. The wristband
he
gives you
probably is a
access over
swinger.
to the Blue Lagoon. I've also booked myself in for a massage later, a massage that's done in water. So it's a in-water massage. That'll be interesting.
His wife is very
I've got
pretty
a dinner reservation tonight over
as well.
in the Retreat Hotel, and also breakfast is
And
included.
he's-
So let's go and check out the rest of the hotel and put my robe on. You can just take your clothes off and just.
He's not
walk
traditionally
around
attractive, but I do
the
find him
resort in a
attractive.
robe if you want, although it's probably a little bit too cold.
Just
to
because he's so
walk around
charismatic
in a
or
robe
so
outside.
confident.
There it is.
Well, he's not somebody that you go, there's a pretty man.
Check it out. The entrance is down here.
Well, I was trying to
Here
I was
where
not
you
going to be
can
like, I
lounge
feel
on
rude saying he's not pretty
a
or not
sunbed
good looking.
Inside, quite nice.
But I just
Look
going
at
to be
that,
like,
that
ah,
actually
fuck it.
lit.
It's better to be honest.
Candles. It doesn't look like there's anybody in there. It is open, right? Some fresh water here, so you can either go in straight out into the cold. or
It's
you
one of
can
those things
go
when
in
people say
down
confidence
those
is
steps.
key.
Which way
It's
should we do it?
very
Let's go down the
true.
steps. It goes.
And just the fact that he can like
Look at
do these
this.
videos and do it so confidently is quite an attractive
Amazing.
trait.
The ground
And it's me
feels
being
a
a
little bit
legit.
squidgy. But in the height of the season, this place gets packed. Now,
I
obviously,
don't wish
horrible.
I had that
squidgy bit.
confidence
This
to do
isn't
this.
the
I
Blue
bought
Lagoon,
the
obviously,
same
this is
fucking
just
camera
the
as he's holding
geothermic
right
pool
now
for the hotel, the Sicilica
to
Hotel.
do this shit.
You can't obviously
And I just
see
do
what
not
I'm
have the
walking on,
confidence to walk
but
around with it going,
it's
fucking
like
in the pool, mate.
squidgy, playy. Oh, it's not nice. You can see this is the white sticky stuff that I'm walking
White
on.
sticky
As long as you
stuff? He
don't
definitely
think
is a
about
swinger.
What you're stepping on. So basically, this is geothermal salt water that's been channeled into the lagoon from 2,000 meters within the earth. The temperature is 38 degrees. That's if you can see me through all the steam.
With GeoService Management, I've become so accustomed to seamless service.
Ads. We have the same sort of things here. The big pools of volcanic water.
There is even some sunbeds out here for crazy people. How different does this compare to the Blue Lagoon? So I don't have to pay any extra to go to the Blue Lagoon, but it is quite pricey to actually go in there. But you can get these facials, so you can get some of the natural minerals and get them on your face. You have
It's
face
just 'cause,
masks.
like-
There's a little bar where you can order a drink in there as well.
It's all
so
natural.
let's go check it out. I've got to get
So
changed
all of
before I go
the
over there. I don't
there's
know whether
no
you can see just
pool,
over there. They're
aisle,
building
whatever at
literally
the
a
bottom.
lava wall
It's all
to
just dirt
protect
and,
the
as you see,
hotel,
silica,
Blue Lagoon,
white sticky
from
stuff.
the eruptions that are likely
So
to
your
happen
feet are
over the
sinking
next few
in and
days. Probably when
getting
you
covered
see
in
this
mud.
video, they may have already happened or may have not. But this is actually lit up
And
at
volcanic
night, so you can
ash
see
and
where
stuff.
you're going. So I am gutted that I couldn't stay and film in the retreat, but my wallet will be happy about it. As I said earlier in the video, £2,000 a night for the best room. That's where I wanted to stay, but it has to be a minimum of 2 nights, and you do get your own geothermic pool.
So you had to pay
which
£4,000.
sounds amazing, but they just do not allow any recording in there. And say, I hope I'm going the right way. I guess I just have to follow the steam, which is over there.
He'd have to show the room, which obviously he doesn't / can't.
None of this is actually natural. The way it's heated is natural, but it is
Okay,
all
well,
man-made.
there you go. I
It's
was
warm
wrong.
out here as well, but you're not allowed to go in it.
It's not natural.
I wonder how warm it actually is compared to inside. Oh, it's not that warm.
As I said, we've got lots of... New Zealand's got a lot of volcanoes as well.
So we can go down the express lane.
And you get...
Because I'm staying at the Silica
Patrick
Hotel.
stuff.
Let's have a quick look in
Why I
here,
find them so
actually.
attractive.
So obviously they're selling skincare stuff and masks. We've got a cafe here as
So
well.
we get a lot of that volcanic water. You can find these thermal pools that are heated up.
Champagne. Well, I thought I would go for some lunch. I got this sandwich, some crisps, and a cappuccino, which came to a
Hello?
grand total of £20.
That's my name.
So we'll
I
have
didn't
a
say
bit of
anything
lunch,
rude.
and then we'll get in. Blooming cold on your feet. Right, I'm gonna get this robe off and get in there quick.
I know, right? 20
That's better.
for
Compared
a
to
crappy
the
sandwich
Silica
and
Hotel,
pack of chips.
The floor is not squidgy here, which is quite nice. So I've got a couple of extra wristbands. So one of the wristbands is for my massage, and then the other wristband is for a free drink and a free facial. Question is how on earth do you find it? Just look at what I'm looking at.
Though, to be fair, I've never
How am
had
I supposed to
American
find
gas station food.
or see anything?
No need for it.
It is so... I can't see anything. I'm
Massage.
looking for the bar. No, this is not the bar. Wow, the water's going so hot here. I found the bar. Wow, there's a queue. Can I get a beer, please? Thank you. So I have to give them the wristband, so it
It
is
would be
only
so
one free
weird to
drink.
work there, wouldn't it?
You don't see people swimming in here, by the way. They are just standing around, relaxing.
Just like, oh
And
yeah, I
also
work
read
inside a
stuff
pool.
online that it smells in here, but doesn't really smell at all. I thought I'd smell sulphur, but you don't. It's good to know I'm not the only one that's completely utterly lost. They do have lifeguards in here. This is also one of the 25 wonders of the
I
world.
worked inside a
They've got
pub inside a
spa
swimming
here,
pool.
They've got a sauna and a waterfall, which is just over there. Let's go check it out. So here's some Blue Lagoon facts for you. 9 million litres is the amount of geothermal seawater in the Blue Lagoon. 40 hours is the time it takes for the Blue Lagoon's water to naturally renew itself. 38 degrees is the average temperature. And 800 years is the age of the lava surrounding the Blue Lagoon. Wow. So I'm just here where the bar is. We've got the steam cove here, the steam bath, the sauna, the mask bar is over here.
God, it's pretty
And that
fucking big.
is where I go and get my massage. It's then under the bridge. So basically like having a shower, a hot
It
shower.
very much feels like
I,
just an Instagram
my
place.
camera's not overly waterproof, so I can't get too close.
Yeah, he's got the same camera as
Yeah,
me, so
idea.
no, not to take in the water.
Gotta keep getting your shoulders under though.
I don't actually know how waterproof the camera is. I've never thought about it.
So do you want to try first one? For 5 minutes.
Okay, thanks. So they do have a mirror here,
Just
so
like,
you can
here's
see
some
yourself
shit
put
in
it
your
on.
hand.
I'm probably doing it wrong. Am I? So I actually get all 3 masks included in the price because of where I'm staying.
I find it really weird, Happy, that you don't like
Hope
water.
you've done something for my wrinkles.
Between this.
So
I
if you want,
love
you can get out and have
a bath
a walk around.
or
but
a
obviously
spa.
It's far too cold
Or a
to
hot
do that
pool.
at the minute. So this is where my massage is going to take place, on one of these mats. However, you're not going to be able to see anything.
That just weirds me out.
So I'm not going to even bother filming it.
I'm totally down to just like
Well, the lagoon
lay
was
in a tub
amazing, and I think I was in there far
for
too long.
hours.
I was getting really, really bad wrinkles on my fingers. I hate when that happens. Obviously, I couldn't film the massage part of the experience in there. I laid on a mat, basically, and it was in the water. They
love
put
'em.
warm towels over you,
I
and
get a bunch
they
of
kind of
salts.
massaged you from below, and then gave me a head massage and a hand massage. It was really nice. It was extra though. It was £140 for that. So obviously there's still that ongoing threat.
This was
of
actually good
eruption, which means
massage.
I can't leave anything in my room that I consider as valuable or I don't want to leave left behind. So that's pretty much.
I legit have like a
most
bunch
of
of
this.
stuff.
I do
Like
get
I've
to
got
enjoy a welcome drink though.
all
This
these
is
different things I
better.
put in.
Cheers. Love the fact they got
Stuff to
footrest
relax you,
as
stuff
well.
to relax your muscles.
So you have breakfast here, but
stuff
there
that
is
make it like
nowhere to
smell
eat dinner.
nice.
That's actually in the
to be
main
aroma stuff to
resort
make your
just
skin
over there.
softer.
The temperature's
pour
around
all
about
in.
-2, so
Doing my
it's
best
not
American
too bad
accent.
to have a walk. And actually,
Well,
although I
howdy,
won't be able to pick it up
y'all.
on camera, I might be able to see the Northern Lights tonight. It's just annoying having to take this bag. The Blue Lagoon
There's like
is open
50
until,
different
I think it's 8 or
accents.
10 tonight. You see the bar is still open. There's people still with face packs on. There's quite a lot of people in the Lava restaurant, but we're heading into the Moss restaurant.
Each place has its own accent, so I don't know which one you want me to do. It's because it's the easiest one.
It's like a car park.
I used to be
Polished
able to
concrete.
do a good Californian one, but I can't do it anymore.
Fine, thank you.
Would you like to give me your jacket?
Thank you.
I'm not even going to try. I used to be able to.
Oh, lovely, thank you.
I can't even think, because I used to have
It's actually a 7-course set menu designed by our executive chef Andy Svenson.
like
Sorry,
a
I
key
know the lighting
phrase,
isn't very good.
so I could
So,
get
they
into
do a
it.
tasting
But I can't
menu
remember what it
for
was.
£200,
I used to do acting,
7 courses. However, I said I didn't really want to do that tonight. So this
which
is
I've
a
already
little
mentioned on
bit
stream before. I don't know if people
Not
lurking
quite sure how
remember.
much that's gonna
But
be.
I have mentioned it on
But check
stream
out what
before.
they've put for kind of starters on the table. This is it's like a little garden. Look at that.
But yeah, I can't remember my phrase to do it.
I've just been served with some sourdough, some butter on a volcanic rock, and something I've never seen before in my life, lava salt. Wow. Okay,
I'd
so
be
let's
interested
talk
in
about
lava
dinner.
salt.
I didn't expect it to be a 7-course tasting menu. When I actually booked the restaurant, they didn't tell me that.
I don't know what
The
fuck any of
Lava
it was.
restaurant was a la carte, but by that point, of course, I felt a little bit guilty because they already bought some snacks to the table. So I did ask them if I could just have 3 courses, which they actually did help me out with. The first course of vegetables wasn't really to my tasting. However, with tasting menus, you either like it or you don't. One thing that
It's
I
there
didn't
of any
like
menu.
about
What do you
the
mean?
restaurant is that the staff were just staring at you the whole time. And in fact, the guy that took my bag kept like staring, not just at me, but he just kept walking backwards and forwards and coming up and staring. Kind of really made it feel really awkward. The dessert was amazing.
I think
That
they're just
lava cake
bored.
and the little sweets on that bit of lava, incredible. I wasn't the only person
nothing to
that
do.
found some of the food not to their taste. A couple next to me sent back quite a lot of the food because they didn't like it. I did see the table next to me had sea urchins. I was like, what? And they ate that as well.
That's sort of
Amazing.
weird,
So instead
right?
of costing me
Do a tasting
£200,
restaurant. You must be rich,
I
man.
think it
They
cost me
have the
£100.
confidence
We'll
to send
check
it
the
back.
final bill in the morning. Anyway, I'm going to get some shut-eye. And I'll see you for breakfast in the morning. Good night.
Make Christmas super
Oh,
with super cheap oil.
ads.
Club members.
Because it's like you're not necessarily meant to like everything. Make Christmas super a super cheap auto. I've done a tasting restaurant before. They had one here for ages. But it shut down. It was very, very expensive. It was very, very like elitist restaurant. I only went once. But they did like traditional food with like a upmarket twist on it. Moldy food, so traditional native food. I only did it once. I'm not going to plan on doing it again. Not going to do it. Told to leave immediately.
What room are you?
33.
33, perfect.
Kind of nervous. I don't really know what's going on.
Your hair's not done, mate.
I think that's
do your
what's
hair.
going on. Oh my god. So the eruption must be happening. Well, it's happening just over there. Listen to the sound.
You can literally hear the volcano going.
You just try to recognize crowd. Yeah, everyone in there on the road you can
Yeah,
just head off.
I've got a car.
Yeah, if you have a car, straight out of the region. Yeah, one massive.
So there's nowhere for me to go. I just go to the airport because I'm going to there. Yeah.
Probably better just to go straight to the airport.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you.
Just, yep, head to the airport. You're done. You're not staying longer.
Look at
You're out.
that. So everyone's getting on the bus and they're telling me to drive my own car
He rented a car.
and get out, basically.
Your car's here. You're driving. You're not getting on with everybody else. You drive yourself. I don't know.
I can feel the heat from here. I was staying at that hotel, got woke up at 6 this morning, literally 10 minutes ago, because of that. You can see the lava actually starting to flow this way already. Wow.
I'm going to mention something
Well,
after
that's
this.
a new one
I'll actually
on
mention
me.
it now.
Driving.
So, as mentioned before, he's got a wife. He's got two kids. He's got a daughter and a son. The daughter's like 19, 20. Son is 3 years old. This eruption obviously made news because it was quite a big thing. Volcano erupts in a place where people live. It makes news, global news. He did not call his wife at all during this. They did a live stream, like interview, like a Q&A thing, and people were like, "Oh, well, what happened during this?" And his wife's like, "Yeah, he didn't call me. He didn't call me until we got home. I had no idea what was happening. I had no idea if he was alright." Just like, you fucking piece of shit. You think you'd be like, the first thing you'd do is give your wife a call and be like, "Hey, just so you know, we're being evacuated. I'm driving to the airport. I'll be hopping in the airplane now." Yeah, basically. I think that's such a shitty thing. Like, surely that'd be the first thing you do. Call me crazy. Like, get on the phone, call your wife, regardless of what time it is, and say, "Look, just so you fucking know, if the hotel I'm at is being evacuated, there's a volcano going off, I'm safe. I'm currently heading out to the airport. They told me to go there. They told me it's safe there. I'll be catching the next flight home, and I'll see you shortly." That's all you need to do. And he didn't even do that.
And as you look in your rear view, you see a volcano erupting. Well, I'm well away from it now. See it in the distance. I'm just filling up with petrol,
don't know
right?
if you'd still
And
consider
here
it
in
well
Iceland,
away.
The petrol stations are very odd. There's no forecourt, and the petrol
You can still
pumps are
see
just
it.
in the middle there. And if you don't
Make sure to
have
get the footage,
a
yes.
debit
Make sure to
card,
record it.
you're screwed. Anyway, double check there's no lava on the car because I need to take this back to the airport. So at the airport, and I've got to wait now 4 hours before my flight. So
You'd think
obviously
they
I
would
can
give
get
some
breakfast
leeway,
or
right?
Something here. I'm
Well,
actually
the only reason
looking
he's topping
out
up
over
at the gas station is because it's a
airfield
rental.
Right now, and you can see
And
the lava
with rentals, you got
spewing
to
out,
bring
and there's a plane
it back
just
with
in
a
the
full tank of
foreground.
gas. Otherwise, they
That's
charge you like
a crazy view.
crazy
I don't
amounts.
think I'll forget my stay at the
You
Blue
know,
Lagoon anytime soon.
as a
I
just
think,
random
just forgetting the eruption
number,
for the moment.
the numbers are relevant. Like
the
let's say
hotel
on average it's
itself
$2 per
was very
liter.
minimalistic, and I guess it's nice if you like that kind of thing. For me, it was a little bit too
They'll charge you
plain. And obviously
$2.75
going
per
into The
liter.
actual Blue Lagoon itself was a great experience. The massage was even better. It is very overpriced.
But you
especially
think
for
in
lunch.
that situation
I
it'd be like,
basically had a
"Oh,
sandwich,
yeah, we
biscuit,
totally
and a cup
fucking
of
get it."
coffee, which cost £20. Shocking. How much did it cost me one night to stay there at the Blue Lagoon in the Silica Hotel? It cost me £580. That did include breakfast. It also included access into the Blue Lagoon and also a couple of
That's actually
facials as
relatively
well. Now, obviously, if I wanted
cheap.
to go and stay at the retreat, prices started at well over £1,000. And in fact, one of the best rooms was over £4,000 a night, and it was a minimum of 2 nights, which is crazy. Some in the
What
comments.
is it, 2,000
would you
earlier?
stay
£4,000
there? Obviously,
a night's
once it
crazy.
Opens up again after the eruption. Do give the video.
580 for all that he had's not too bad. It's more than I'd want to pay, but it's still like I can understand it at least. He's definitely stayed in hotels where the price point's been so crazy. I'm just like, what the fuck are you on about? We're paying how much? 580 for a room plus the spa plus the massage plus the beer plus breakfast. Tim's a monster. I follow his stuff a lot. He live streams a lot as well on his YouTube. The channel name comes from when he live stream. His channel name is Walk With Me Tim. When COVID hit and you were allowed to be like outside for like 2 hours a day to exercise, he would live stream his walk so you could walk with somebody. He would live stream it. You would meant to watch on your phone, walk as well, and you could chat with other people who are all walking. It was quite a nice community thing. But he still carries on his live streams. Like literally last live stream I had, he was live streaming at the same time. But one of the things, you wouldn't want to? I would. No. During one of his live streams, I can't remember they're walking around. They're walking around. I have the vague feeling it was Brighton. I can't remember. It was somewhere, South Coast. And they were just walking around going, oh, look at these places. It was him and his entire family. And he walks past a hotel at one point. He's like, oh, that's a hotel I've stayed in a few times before. And his wife chips and goes, yeah, that's a hotel you stay in when I kick you out of the house when we had a big fight. It's like, oh, shit. There's some stuff that's definitely going on that we don't know about. You two probably must go at it at some point. But, yeah. Tim ain't who we think he is. He's a monster. I don't think it is. They've just bought a new house together. They did a house tour. As I jump into live streams occasionally. And during one of his live streams, literally after they just bought a new house, during the house tour, they did a video of the house tour on his wife's channel. And she's like really proud of these lamps. She's got like a bunch of lamps that are like rope that spiral up, and then the light bulbs at the top of the rope. She's like, oh, these lamps are amazing. I enjoy his content. And they were showing it again off on the stream, and I was like, hurry up and get like your lamp merch available. Stop printing shirts talking about how great the lamp is. And he's just like, oh, yeah, that'd be funny. And his wife's like, that'd be a brilliant idea. Why don't we do that? We should have a 24-hour live stream of the lamp. But the other thing he was talking about was, and one of the ones we've watched, and I don't know if you were there, Hippie, where he went to the hotel Stephen King stayed in when he wrote The Shining. Famously, Stephen King stayed in it and had a nightmare, and inspired him to write one of the most famous horror stories ever written. He stayed in there, and he said he had a weird dream on the video. Well, on the live stream, he started going into what the weird dream was. He's like, I was dreaming there's like another woman with me in the bed. And his wife's like, wait, what? It's like, no, nothing like that. And she was like upset about something, so I started feeling really bad that I made her upset. And I was like, well, Tim, better book that hotel. You're sleeping there tonight. This law goes deep. There's a lot of layers to Tim that you just don't know. Anyway, I'm talking absolute bollocks now. Only now. I am going to sleep. Excuse me. Have a pooped? I need to go to sleep because I've got Christmas tomorrow. So I need to see everybody for Christmas. So I probably should sleep. And that way I'm actually awake for Christmas. And not just some sleepy loser. We're going to raid Nona Bear. I saw they were online. Early Christmas because I'm away in England and America and Japan as of Thursday. I'll be overseas, so therefore can't spend Christmas with family. So this is the second to last stream for a good chunk of time. Hopefully I'm going to do another stream. And again, I don't know when it's going to be. We're going to do our traditional watching of Arthur. I don't know when. Ominous? It's not really that ominous. I'm just going to hop on a plane, fly away, and never return. Cheers for jumping in, peeps. Assad, Hippie, Beetle, Pern was here earlier. People were lurking. I know I see you lurking. Appreciate you as well. Everybody lurking. Have a good day. Have a good week. Have a good night. Have a good sleep. Bye-bye.